Hello, everyone. I'm just getting my ears on and see how we're doing. Okay. Okay. Nandor says he was first, but somebody else redeemed first. All right. Okay. Sure. Laugh out loud. Okay. How do you get anything by redeeming? By the way, do you get anything by redeeming things? You get fun, a morale boost. Oh. Now, what substitute name were we using for Alessandra?
Lexi.
Lexi. Okay.
So we don't anger our Amazon friend.
You mean by the same usual nickname?
Yes.
Lexi. Okay.
So we don't anger our.
You mean by the same. So, I think the monkey was drip file somewhere and he just copies and pastes. Hi, the monkey. Liberty Brew says hello. Caffeinated says howdy all. He's in both Twitch and YouTube chat windows. Alex Lloyd says hello. Tactical Warrior says, how's the world doing? It's doing pretty good. We've got some awesome things to show you. Somebody's been doing some big work. It's partially done, but he's there. Leon says hi, Doc. And Solar Flare just popped in and says hi, Doc. And so Kevin is here. The CPA is here. Manfred is here also. Nandor is here. That's cool. Cool. It shows 16 people in YouTube, but I'm not showing a number in Twitch yet. I know, of course, we've got a number in Twitch, but I'm just not showing any viewers on my dashboard for some reason. So, still working on getting my shoulder working, right? But it's getting better. I'm being able to raise it a lot higher. So, on its own, I mean, it's got full mobility. It just doesn't. So today is the block day. What's the block day? Today is the block day. I'm not sure what block day means. Okay. All right. Well, I think it's time to go to the world. And right now, anybody want to join me? I'm in the group world, the group playthrough, and because I found some interesting things to show and to look at. Several things that are in various stages of not of incomplete at this point. So what we've got is product coming in from outside, and it's definitely got full conveyors over here, but things are just not quite connected here, and I just saw something disappear, which means that might be somebody actually working on it. So so we have this whole conveyor system that is going up to the mall that we have upstairs, and you got some markings here that shows what's in it. Over here it shows what's actually in it, because some of the things actually are populated like that here. So it should, the sign is there so that he knows what to put up there. So that's way cool. So anyway, so that's a work in progress, and it's and who is it that's doing it? Let me know, please. I can see you running around, but I can't see the name tag on it. Because you're doing great work. I appreciate all the good
The
work.
monkey says the mining and crafting day.
The mining and crafting day.
No, today's just gonna be a satisfactory day. We're giving Minecraft a rest for a bit.
For a bit. We'll get back to it. We'll definitely get back to it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
What happens if you go up a cannon and you've got a ceiling above you?
You might be going splat.
Might be going splat.
Oh my.
So somebody put a cannon down here.
Mantrid says, my good friend's husband is back home after 3 days in a hospital after surgery to repair a torn right patellar tendon. Take care of your body.
Ouch. Ouch. That patellar tendon, that's nasty. You can't walk without that. You just can't walk.
And Chingo says, that's me, I'm guessing being in the world there. I thought of the design, and this is, I think, is a more future-proof way.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go up this cannon and see what happens. Just... Yep, you hit the ceiling. You hit the ceiling. But, you know, it doesn't hurt in this world. Unlike, you know, when I'm working out in the... What is this? That is an elevator to a long ways up.
It's a labeled drone port.
It's a labeled drone port.
Yeah. World viewing platform drone port.
All right. Well, let's... How did you get these? Oh, those are circular. Those are pipes. Okay, smooth pipes. Oh, I'm going to go down here. Wonk. And I'm going to go to the factory floor. Okay. I obviously have to call the elevator.
No, none of those magic automatically opening doors for you.
Well, this is cool. I mean, it's just cool stuff that's getting built here. That's just neat. Neat to see.
And Alexis says, well, I did it. I ordered a small data drive of just 26 terabytes.
Just 26. Just 26. If it's 26, is that a platter drive?
Man.
Look at below here.
Oh. Cool.
And are they just going around in circles? It looks like they're just going around in circles. Does this even have an elevator? Or does it honestly take this long?
It has to be. No, it is a SATA drive, Doc.
Really?
Well,
oh my.
Okay, SATA is the connection.
Right. Okay, SATA's the connection. Is it a SSD, solid state drive, or is it a platter drive?
Yeah, HDD or SSD. Yeah, and Mantrid's absolutely correct. With that much data, you ideally want some form of redundancy. Yeah, turning that into a small RAID.
There it comes. Wow. Obviously, infinite elevator was in use. All right, let's go to the viewing platform and just enjoy the view.
Okay, yeah, it's a normal 3.5-inch hard drive, not an SSD or M2, since it's just for video data. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Something's been canceled indefinitely due to the incident yesterday. They're still looking for the missing Pomeranian.
Oh no. You ever want to hear about a yapping dog? I think Pomeranians are oof.
Or oof?
They're the yappiest dogs out there.
Not to insult anyone of you that might own a Pomeranian and like the animal.
I'm sure they know how yappy they are.
Wow. This one goes a ways up. Look at this. Like she's sitting in a hot tub here.
Noah Collins says, "What's up? Never thought I'd see you stream, to be honest. I
Oh,
watch your
really?
tip videos. First time to see you here on live."
Well, very good. Very good. Yeah, do stream 3 days a week just for the fun of it, just to play with you guys, talk with you guys. Okay. Just wondering. Okay, so the doorway is there. Okay. So here's the observation tower. And of course, we got a slug just sitting here. And what's in the... Oh, parachutes. Okay. Oh, parachutes so that you can just jump off and enjoy the ride. Okay. I have a fear of heights. I'm sorry. And so, this is so entertaining. And slugs! He's got a slug that goes on a ride. That's too funny. Okay, good morning, Adristea. Oh gosh, somebody's got a sense of humor. Somebody has a sense of humor. That's cool. So, if I were to put, okay, I put a parachute on my back, right?
Yep.
And how do you deploy the parachute?
I think it's just spacebar. And Trey says, "You shorts have taught me so much about this game." I think while you're falling, you hit space again.
Yeah, I get that. I was just
Okay.
checking to make sure I knew which on my keypad was the space bar. Because you identify it as the space bar. Oh, you want me to go through the tube?
By the way, Doc, we have now hit 99,000 subscribers.
Way cool. Why couldn't it do that overnight?
I don't know. So everybody, we are going to be hitting 100,000 subscribers very soon on YouTube. And over on our Discord channel, we've been planning a few things. And there is a specific channel for you. So in case you want to participate in that, I'd encourage you to join our Discord and hit the 100K Flips channel. And, oh! Well...
Okay.
Bye, Doc.
How do you control this crazy? There we go. I had to double click on it. Okay, I didn't realize that hypertube going down jettisoned me out the world.
Yeah.
So look at this.
Ooh.
Look at these trains. And look
Nice.
at the swirlies.
People doing some gorgeous stuff there.
Yep. I just want to see a train run on it. That is pretty cool. And that's the bottomless pit there in the middle of the world. And there's Mega Doc over there. How high up am I? Good heavens.
Mirage Gaming says, "I can never keep up with what world it is you guys have. You guys have so many, but they are all cool." Yeah, this one is the members server, so a lot of awesome things get built, and they happen just overnight or at some point when we aren't watching.
Yeah.
And good morning, Adderstad. Good to have you here.
It's not very often that you get to come up and be on top of one of these big cliffs, boulders, whatever you call
Yeah.
it.
And Felipe says, "Hey Doc, thanks for sharing the useful tips."
You betcha. You betcha. And we put out a new Doc University at midnight last night. Not our usual deployment time, by the way. Robert blames it on the computer. But you know, still think
Look,
the error happened between his chair and the computer and the keyboard. You know?
okay. Yeah, sometimes the scheduling gets off. The ones that end up deploying at like 9 p.m. instead of 9 a.m., those are definitely my fault.
But how do you get one deploying at midnight?
When you schedule the day and then the time either doesn't set or you scheduling the time or something. Yeah. Hey, caffeinated watched it around midnight. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and I think what'd you say that it said about the video this morning?
That it was on par for number of viewers, even though my viewers aren't normally on now. So I expect it to kind of pick up. So it was doing really good this morning already. So
Okay, so this is gonna be really janky.
what is?
But Doc, you asked for a live sub count, and we have a
Okay.
someone else gonna ask for the same thing. So we're gonna get a live sub count. At least we're gonna get rid of the
A better live counter than the one that
yeah. And just
Restream is
until we
providing.
hit the just until we hit the 100,000, you know.
Okay. Yeah. You know, this is beautiful up here. I'm just kind of going down each level and using the parachute. That's pretty cool.
Unfortunately, we only have one monitor on this PC, so
That works. Yeah.
well, no, that's never going to be perfectly accurate. It's always a little bit off, but
So there's a little bit better view of Megadoc there. You can kind of see that it's all wound up with a bunch of trains
yeah.
and conveyors and all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. So
Mirage says in the IT world we call that a picnic issue, a problem in chair, not in computer.
picnic, huh? That's an interesting term.
That's a much nicer term than the ones I've heard before. And Whitestone asks, "How are we doing today?"
We are doing wonderfully.
I came into the studio this morning, and Doc, one of his grandkids, was already in here, playing around, having fun, listening to Queen. And he let the radio play until, or I should say, Pandora play, until it swapped over to Elvis, and then he had to go turn it off.
Yeah, I had to go turn it off, especially when I started singing to it, because my mother played Elvis incessantly. That was her favorite person. And so with her, I by osmosis, I learned must have learned all of his songs.
Adrastia said, take your parachute and jump. You're gonna have to take flight. If the wind don't catch you, I will. If the wind's not there, I'm here.
Okay, I just say it's waxing poetic. And I picked up a purple slug along the way.
And we have a first-time chat from Timmy Gabor, asking, "How far into the tech tree are you?"
On this world, Well, we're working on completing phase 4. And why don't I have anything on my taskbar?
Alt scroll and like scroll out of it and back into it, and it usually will refresh it.
Okay.
I just say it says, too bad Ada doesn't sing the lyrics as they should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Whitestone says he loves Queen and Elvis.
I don't hate Elvis. It's just, yeah, he sings love songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so how far in the tech tree are we? I need to go ahead. See, there's Megadoc there. Mega Meaty Bacon Man loves to create things that look like things. So he created a statue of me with on top of this arch, the naturally occurring arch in the world. He started with this building and put a head on it. Now I've got all kinds of things coming out my ears and
That castle's new.
pardon?
The castle to the right.
The capsule?
The castle, yeah.
Oh yes.
With its very own dungeons hanging there from the corners. Is anybody in there?
Anybody in the castle?
In the little cage is being hung from the corners.
Oh dear. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And of course we've got a water extractor here that's obviously not extracting water. Hey, hype. Solar flare computers are here. All right. All right. Time to put the parachute away.
And Alexa says, Lexi, man, it's going to take me a while to get that right. Says, thanks to solar flare, computers are now coming in for the radio control units.
Oh, there's a power storage hung upside down. Look at that.
Oh, okay. A gibbet. I'm sorry, I called it the wrong thing. Those are called gibbets.
These things hanging upside
Yes.
down are called gibbets? I thought they were upside down batteries.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Okay. What have we got here? Things on their... Who created this?
Oh, I think we know the answer.
Is this another Mega Meaty Bacon Man creation
I
with
think so.
with refineries on their side or whatever it is on their side? looks like it's coming in and out of lava. That's crazy.
Fishends says, I'm building a biome factory in the sand dunes where every miner is belted to a central location because I don't trust the trains to get back in time to keep the miners running. Any tips?
You don't trust the miners to get back in say that again. Biome factory, sand dunes. Every miner is belted to a central location because I don't trust the trains to get back in time to keep the miners running. In other words, you don't trust well, just add more trains, add more freight cars, so that you've got more capacity than what you need in order to keep it empty. I had never noticed this part on a water extractor until he sets it on his side, and then it becomes a feature there. That's interesting. You know, it's interesting when you see something like this from a totally different perspective.
It looks very different, doesn't it?
Yes, laying on its side is just not the way you expect to see it.
Yeah. And Whitestone says that one of those solutions to Fission's problem is just longer trains or more trains.
Yeah.
You know, as long as the trains are not picking up, if the trains are not picking up a full load every time, and every time they can unload fully, that means the trains are not the bottleneck.
Infinite nudge is a pathway to many abilities that seem to be janky.
Mm-hmm.
Like putting a water extractor on its side up on top of a building where it's obviously not extracting anything.
Uh-huh. See, that's why we need to get Garrett in here so we can get our Palpatine voice on that.
All right.
Yes, Timmy. They'll do
Four,
logistics
four
more
locomotives and 2 freight cars. Now, come on, guys. Really? Really? Do we need 4 locomotives?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So ridiculous.
Oh yeah. This is just. Do you call this urban sprawl or what?
Yeah.
You know, everybody said they wanted to build out on the island, so the island is out there, and that's where we're building.
Yeah.
But all of these things now are connected and connecting, and all kinds of fun stuff is being developed. So, okay. Well, do we have anything to complete phase 4 with?
Well, I think if the computers are there for the, oh gosh, for the radio control units, you might be able to check on that to see if you could build, if you have the stuff for the radio control units today. Caffeinated says, yeah, I think the Paradise Island idea is a little strayed from what it once was.
Just a little. Just a little. I was hoping there was a train coming beside under me. But nope, missed it.
You can always just respawn.
I could just respawn. But then I'd ragdoll again. I hate that look of my body ragdolling
Yeah?
on the surface. I just...
Sure.
So why is this red? Did it get disconnected from power? Yeah, because it's not connected to anything. It's just sitting there. We just gotta... Okay, fine. Delete it out from under me while I'm looking at it. Okay. I'll get out of your way.
So,
Okay.
Caffeinated has the package tracking for his new keyboard that should be there in a few hours. Very
Few
cool.
hours, okay. Cool.
What keyboard did you buy? Anything fun?
Hopefully it's something fun. Okay, somebody's pinging me. Okay. Radio control units. So, what did I need radio control units for? Oh,
Oh, those are feeding into that manufacturer.
yeah, but why is this full and not going into there?
Ah, those are the turbo motors. Okay.
Yeah, the turbo motors.
Ooh, you got a Keychron C2 Pro. I know the brand. I don't know the C2 Pro itself. Very cool. Whitestone asks, have you completed most of what's in the MAM?
I do believe we have. But
Yeah, Lexi was really working on that.
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
thermal production propulsion units, we've already completed that. We've got them in the space
Oh,
elevator.
yeah,
Even.
you're right.
So we have to work on those other items, and I can't remember exactly. The far left one is one I'm having a hard time remembering the name of it. So what's this over here? Oh, circular conveyors. All right, somebody's pinging me. Okay, we have some blenders in the middle of things here. Okay. Blenders are making the fused modular frames. Good. And what are you trying to tell me?
Caffeinate says, I was going to buy myself a new mouse for my birthday, but that was before the most common letter in the English language broke due to a cat. Happy birthday, me.
So, E broke?
Yes. Hence why all of his comments are using a 3 instead of an E.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying not to say the Amazon name. What's her name?
Lexi.
Lexi.
We're getting there.
Yeah, trying. I'm trying really hard. We need to automate modular frames, heavy ones. Heavy modular frames. So what are you having me look over here? Yes, we got heavy modular frames. Do the heavy modular frames just come into this via... they probably come in just via container. Yeah.
Kerbal
Like they come from
Physics
here.
says, Hi Doc, love your videos. They've
Yeah.
been super helpful in making my own builds.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
I'm not quite sure where the heavy modular frames are coming from here.
All this hand feeding. Yes, Whitestone. Eh,
Okay, there. All right, there's the output for heavy modular frames. Problem is, they're mostly coming from containers. Yeah. Oh, we're using steel beams to make screws too. 650 per minute. Wow. Okay, so why is it going idle? Because it's not because it's full. Why am I not seeing any input or output from any of these belts? Is that a login again problem, Robert?
that would have to be because they are full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be because it's going idle between batches at times.
Yeah, they're both full. So it's a U issue.
It's a U issue. So do I just go back to the main menu and log back into the server?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And Megalith is here. He says, Hi, I'm back. Visual bug or server bug?
Probably just a server bug. 100-day ban. 1,000-day ban.
So, Doc, it looks like GPT-5 is going to be released or announced today. There's a live stream happening very soon.
What? What
The
is gonna
new
be-
version of ChatGPT.
Oh
That
boy.
version 5 is coming very soon, which people have been hyping up the possibilities for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm going to expect Megalith to give us an update.
Okay. Give me a comparison to Grok.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure that they leapfrog each other all the time, right?
Probably.
One philosophical difference between the two is that Grok is just constantly, they're just pushing updates, every couple of days, versus OpenAI's
There we go.
likes to make large improvements.
Yeah.
Whitestone says steel screws are crazy. You can overclock them so fast that a Mark 6 belt can't take them out fast enough.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Okay, so what is it that we're missing here? We've got plenty of frames, plenty of screws.
Encased industrial beams.
Looks like it's encased industrial beams that are missing from here. So let's put some in there.
Oh, and Whitestone notes the reason why the machine keeps stopping is because those are Mark 4 belts. Adrestea thinks that there is no broken keyboard, that he's just using the cat as an excuse because he wants to be 80s popular.
80s popular, huh?
Do you have access to Mark 5 belts?
Let's go see. We have Mark 5 belts.
Yeah, upgrade those belts.
So I should be upgrading belt.
Captain says, I'm moments away from crashing out and banning everyone, and I'll watch Doc alone while eating popcorn. And Beast King says, morning, morning.
Morning, morning. That
And
means I should probably update this lift as well.
yeah.
Although these are not the problem.
No. But. And Mark is here. Back again, says, yep, AI is crazy. 8 months ago, I used ChatGPT, had it write a grant proposal for a friend's land to turn into a sanctuary. An hour with prompt submission, and a $250,000 grant received from the government.
Wow.
Whew. Very cool.
You know, if... So, okay, what is going on here? Okay, there we go. So it's sitting idle because
it's full
it is
output.
full on the output. So we have plenty of computers. Plenty of computers. And that we needed to automate this, and it's kind of automated. Adrestea, you're pinging again. Okay, there's comes some heavy modular frames.
Yeah, Beast King, I couldn't tell if you were trying to say moin, like the seagulls saying mine, or if you were trying to say good morning, but...
And there's heavy industrial frames coming, heavy modular frames coming into this machine. Automated from over there. Okay, so that's making fused modular frames. What are we going to do with those? We going to make the nuclear pasta with those?
Yes, that too, yeah.
And the
And
nuclear
Beef King
pasta
is
has to
German.
come out this way.
So,
Is German?
yeah, Moin is hello in German. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Okay, let me
I'm
see
going to
where.
put on my headphones and find out how to pronounce that properly then.
Listening to a song called Yoi Yoi Kokon. Okay. In
Is it a
other
good
words, I
song?
couldn't read the four characters, and that was my attempt.
Ah, it was a really good attempt.
Okay. Kerbal Physics says, I'm thinking of making a thermal propulsion rocket factory. Do you guys have any tips for exceptionally large builds? Leave a lot of space, build a lot of foundations. It's about all I can say. Is when our builds got that big, we outgrew our mega factory and started building the gigafactory, and haven't gotten around to building the big builds. So it's yeah, that's just difficult. I love this light here. I would love it if it was just daytime, though. How about if we just make it daytime? And we pause that and save settings and keep... No, I don't want to sync. I want to save settings. Keep it about noon.
Okay. It's just Moin.
It is mine.
It's just
okay.
Moin.
Okay, so out here we should probably build a factory for the nuclear pasta. So let's go ahead and put a particle accelerator down and see what a particle accelerator needs. Okay, come on now. Okay, I need a supercomputer. We need supercomputers!
Great.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry to disturb you, kitty cat. I said supercomputers and she looks up at me.
So
Okay.
Kerbal Physics says, I'm thinking of making a thermal propulsion rocket factory.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any tips for exceptionally large builds?
that's what the one that I read. I said no. Other than make a lot of foundations.
Well, the follow-up is, I wanted to make it look like NASA's VAB, so empty space will be a key feature of the architecture.
Good.
So even more foundations.
Even more foundations.
And Icy Knight says, I'm here for a moment before I must go, so good morning all.
Good morning, good morning. Okay.
Do we have a copper powder factory yet? Yes, we do, and it's being brought over, but it's in the giant sushi chests,
Yes.
which,
So
man.
supercomputers are made here. And I need AI limiters, computers, high-speed connectors, and plastic. And I can make supercomputers.
Hello, Aaron. He says, I'm late, but I'm here. Well, welcome here.
Oof. Chill.
Welcome.
Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of a stretch break, Robert. I know it's early in here, but I got in here at 6 o'clock, so I've been at it for
Yeah.
over 3.5 hours already. Just a second here.
We put up some what do you call these shelves? They're functional shelving here in the studio. And so Doc put in a couple of hours getting them all stacked with stuff. So meanwhile, by the way, Doc, you asked about the bookshelf
Yeah.
that I designed. This is what I'm going to pull it up on the screen so people can see. I don't have any formal training in using 3D CAD software, but Doc, this is the what I was intending to use those brackets for.
Okay.
Using some of the lumber that we have.
Uh-huh.
So side bracket, one bracket in the back with a thinner strip, using some of the reclaimed lumber from the for the barn we tore down, and then I just made this flat bracket with a bit of rib in the center to help stabilize two slats if we're gonna put them side by side.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do a desktop or something.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I got going
That
on.
looks nice.
Back to you.
Okie dokie. So, I've got a manufacturer here that needs to Needs to be filled with computers, which I can go grab computers. That's no big deal. Um,
I don't know if you make it AI limiters or high-speed connectors yet.
exactly. Are any of those coming in on the sushi belt by chance? I think it's mostly raw goods coming in on the sushi belt, right?
Yeah.
But we can go look there.
Yeah.
Um, and I know we've got plastic coming in on the sushi belt, so I can filter out some of those and send them over. We did it. Thanks for all the support. 10 out of 10. Subscribed with Prime. Mantra did. Thank you. Subscribed for 7 months. That's really, really great. That's really great support. So I'm going to go over here to my sushi, to Megadoc's sushi output.
Yeah.
So is this cyclotron over here to make the
Cyclotron?
nuclear? Sorry, to make the nuclear pasta. It either makes nuclear pasta or plutonium belts. So it hasn't had the recipe chosen yet. So we've got heavy frames coming in here.
Oh, so somebody already is making heavy frames in a whole lot better way.
And motors, and yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming in
Cool.
through these belts.
Yeah, and Chico says, Doc, take a look at what the conveyors are bringing in
Yeah.
before recreating anything. Mark Mitchell says, you know what, $200 gets you a Bamboo Labs A1 mini printer you can get to print those brackets. Well, I have Prusa i3 Mark III. It's still a pretty good workhorse.
And I have
Sorry. Reality Cobra S1 that he just got. So
Yeah.
both of those work fairly well. They are not nearly as inexpensive as Bamboo Labs. Getting people into the hobby for just $200, which is an incredible price.
Okay, so let me see what's being created over here.
And Icy Knight recently got a Bamboo Lab A1. Very cool.
Okay, so plastic is being made over here. And what is that? I don't recognize that picture.
It's packaged something.
Yeah, package something or other. It's got a warning label on the side.
Nutritional protocol update. You are now authorized to consume 1 Butterfinger. This is not a reward. It is a calculated morale adjustment. Do not attempt to exceed the quota. Consequences will be both immediate and sticky.
And notice this is not going to Robert. I mean, I lost 2 to give him 1 because the first one didn't propel itself far enough.
Didn't propel itself. Wow. What say Gaio. It's
What a way to take responsibility for what I didn't do, right? We're still consuming the ones that got delivered in the 90 degree heat.
Yeah, a little melted. Alexa says, Robert, I hope you enjoyed your raise last stream. But today it's for the man himself. After all, we don't want you to get spoiled. So, Doc, enjoy your stack. And Adrestea is looking into a little side hustle with 3D printing as well. Very cool. And GD Ballistic says 3D printing isn't as good of a side hustle as you may think. What I've seen, because of course it's a piece of tech that's really more of a toy than a tool, right? It really comes down to if you have the modeling expertise to build something for a niche audience, then you can make plenty of money with it. If you're just, let me go download the latest Flexi Dragon off of Maker World, or choose your site here and post it on Etsy, you're not going to make any money off of it.
No. Okay. We do have plastic that can come from over here, but I don't know. Ah, you're clipping a little bit there. I haven't seen where plastic is coming through to any of these yet.
Yeah, it's probably just still in there. Yep, there it is.
Okay, so there's some plastic. And that's the end, right?
Yep.
Okay. I would much rather extract it from the entrance point down here. But since these are all full, they're not going to enter there anymore.
I think this is
We created a dead end up here, so nothing's going to move there, which means I can't push it through a smart splitter. Unless
I think you have to pull it out and make a smart splitter manifold to separate a bunch of items and sync everything that isn't being used. If you want, I can come on there and start designing that, and you could just pull off one line, and eventually you'll get plastic from it. I can come and play with that.
Yeah.
That was something I wanted to do last week, and I couldn't get in because of the mod mismatch.
See, the whole point of this was to store enough to be useful. Well, the problem is it's not useful in its current form. So we got to bring it out here to make it useful. So how in the world?
I'll come help out with that.
You will, huh?
Yeah. Mirage Gaming says, if I wanted to get into Warhammer tabletop, I probably would get
somebody's putting smart splitters down here, but
oh, okay. Somebody else. Oh, looks like that's. Anyway, Mirage says, if I wanted to get into Warhammer tabletop, I probably would get one. 3D print my own figures, since I'm sure I wouldn't use them in official play, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, this one doesn't have plastic in it. And this one doesn't have plastic in it. And this one does not have plastic in it.
Yeah, so that one looks like it's been solved. But
the only one that has plastic coming into it is this tower right here. So it's the tower closer to the railway, closest to the railway. Okay, so when you can join.
Okay, we got a technical question from Trey.
Yeah.
Any mods you guys think are 100% necessary?
Infinite nudge. Even though the new version did give you nudging that was better than what the native app had before, Infinite Nudge still has some features that you can't get away from. So okay, so I was just watching how this belt was performing. And obviously it's sinking a lot. What was so Infinite Nudge, if you're building a large factory and you've got a lot of floors going up, Infinite Elevator is one that we use for a gigafactory. Another one that I use when I'll bring up the interface here, this is Sky UI. It allows me to put it into daytime only, and so you don't deal with nighttime. So I like this one, and really this one became a necessity when editing, when Robert was editing, because I'd record a video and whenever we got into putting the pieces together, when Robert cuts out the less useful video between events, sometimes he'd find that I was doing one during the daytime and then it would segue straight into something that was recorded at nighttime. We just couldn't do that. We needed that to be consistent. So we went ahead and got Sky UI so we could make it noon constantly. And that was kind of a necessity. I kind of like not working in the dark. So I've kind of gotten used to the fact that it's just always daylight. And Sky UI gives me that. Those are the three, aren't they, Robert? I don't think we've got any more.
Yeah.
So those are the three that we use. We haven't used anything that extends the game. We just have you basically gotten quality of life type items, which those three are basically basic quality of life items only. So, so are we putting smart? Okay, you're doing a full. Robert, is that you?
Yeah.
So you're going to do a full sort, and you're just going to find different things and sync.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got the one out of. Closer, closer. That one's not in sync, is it? I guess it is.
It might not be.
Okay, so you're gonna do a counter sushi belt there, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want me to label these? You want me to go ahead and label what's gonna go into each of these?
No.
Ah, there comes a bunch of plastic. Ah, I'm missing it.
That's fine. We'll grab that here shortly.
Okay. So basically, you can look in these containers to see what your filter ought to be. You know, you've got gunpowder, you've got fabric, you've got copper powder, you've got unpackaged turbo. No, you've got empty canisters. So, gosh, you got a ton of things. So this is packaged sulfuric acid is the yellow one, Robert.
Ah. Yeah, I think chat got that.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, I love these sorters. I really do.
there we go.
And then you're going to put a sink at the end of this line.
Yeah. Whitestone says he's run into the same issues as well. Since I've sworn off mods for the current playthrough, I have to wait for daytime.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't really consider it a mod when it's just a convenience type of thing. It is a mod to make it daytime all the time, but still, it's not a mod that makes your gameplay any easier. Okay, so you've got one going, filling that. And so when it's full, it's going to go forward. Oh, that's right. Okay, so when this container gets full, it's just going to go forward. And then eventually you'll have a sink at the end here. So we're gonna tame all of these sushi belts this way.
That's the hope.
So we've got an undefined smart splitter here. So looks like he wanted copper powder to come out here, whoever was putting this line together. And he's got a ton of copper powder coming out. Yes, he does. Why would it be backing up if the smart splitter is saying to go forward?
Where?
There's my plastic. Yes, she's got a container full of plastic over here for me. Starting to anyway.
Oh, good.
I'm just not understanding why this input is coming in. Right is copper powder. Center is any undefined. This should be overflow, not any undefined. I don't know. Because it's backing it up for some reason.
Mirage also adding to the mod discussion, likes infinite elevators and infinite nudge. Daisy chain everything, basically, so you can have two electrical inputs on your machines. Yeah, we've had that one recommended a number of times. I do like it.
Yeah, there you go. Now the overflow go ahead and go through. And it'll go through and go to the sink eventually. Okay, that's the copper powder. So Robert, I'm going to build a sink out here at the far end, just so it kind of keeps your lines clear there.
Okay.
Now I got to power the thing up.
And another train's coming in with even more goods. Oh boy, I don't know if we're ever going to get this thing unloaded.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Alex Lloyd says, "Hey Doc, I'm freshly into phase 4. What do you recommend I do? Should I focus on the progression to phase 5, or better my current production and slow down since the next step is more difficult?"
Fresh into phase 4. Okay, meaning you finished phase 4 and you've you know what I did. I'll just tell you what I did. When I got to finish with phase 4, I just let it sit at phase 5, and I'm just continuing to build on my gigafactory. So that's what I did, because I just like the advanced play, because I've got everything unlocked. I've got tons and tons of alternate recipes I can use. Just a bunch of fun at that level, and I'll go play that occasionally just to build in a very advanced mode. I have not ever finished phase 5 and finished the game, and part of the reason is because I just enjoy playing in that advanced mode. Now, I was afraid at first that if I finished the game, it'd stop me and I couldn't continue any more. So I think I'll go back and finish phase 5 now, just to say that I've completed the game, and then I'll just leave that instance open so that I can go back and play it every once in a while. So I would just kind of balance. Do you want to finish phase 5 yet? Yeah, you can continue playing after phase 5. So maybe you go ahead and finish phase 5 just so that you can keep everything unlocked and keep exploiting the world and having more fun. So it's really a choice at that point. So okay, so more and more stuff is getting stuffed into these containers, Robert. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
And we've got, okay, that going in there and that going in there, and pretty soon those stack of containers is just going to empty, and then you probably just want to pull it off this line and go straight into your belt then, right?
Yeah. We could start emptying it. The problem is that the bottom one's gonna empty first.
Exactly.
Right.
And the bottom one is just a pass through at the moment, but still, it's having a hard time. It's taking out all the containers, but it's adding in the. You see what's on my screen?
Oh yeah. It's just flickering. Yeah. And as
So
soon as this is done, I'll add in the second tower, and
yeah, the big stacks will go first. Will be the hardest to get out of there. So when you've got a big stacks being loaded and small stacks being unloaded, it'll unload faster than it loads, but then it'll reverse when it is the other way when it's loading small stacks, and yeah, it's going to take a long time to unload all that stuff.
According to Mega Meaty Bacon Man, he says completing the game is the end of the tutorial.
Of the tutorial. There you go. That's one way to say it. Because after that, you can build funky things like Mega Meaty Bacon Man does, like the Mega Dock and these super sushi belts. Let's try to say that fast too many times.
Super saucy belts?
Yeah, something like that. So are you going to work on feeding all of these into the same line, or are you going to make multiple lines to sort this all out, or?
We're going to have to make multiple lines, otherwise we're taking 2 or multiple outputs from the train and funneling them into one conveyor, which wouldn't be cool.
Yeah, eventually you just can't do it. You can't get
So
it.
I'll have to do a different one.
But yeah, we need to complete phase 4, and somebody's working on getting that done over there with the, all that stuff.
Yeah, but let's see. We do have plastic here for you already, Doc.
Yep. Oh, and somebody else has plastic for me over here too. So, which one do I take it from?
Take it from the other one.
Okay.
This isn't going to get you consistent plastic for a while.
And this isn't giving me consistent plastic either. It's only got 206 in it. So somebody's pinging me over here. I guess I got to run to go see what it is.
Okay.
Okay, ping again. Where are you at?
Mantrid says, I just finished phase 5 of my modded playthrough,
but
now I want to build a massive ballistic warp drive production.
Okay.
We have nuclear pasta being built.
Yes, we have nuclear pasta
Awesome.
being built. Yes. I love the sound of the particle accelerators. They're just way cool.
Yeah.
So is this... Okay, it's building over here. An assembler assembling radio controller units and fused modular frames. Okay, that output ought to catch up and eventually fill it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is going to output into a container, and we've got one having come out already, so that's cool. So our ticker up there with the subscribers is now up to 99,014. Headed towards a party that we're going to have when we hit 100,000. So might need to widen that window just a slight bit to get 100,000, but we'll see. So
if it happens on today's stream, I'll be very surprised.
Okay.
But Whitestone mentioned that I could double the output by doubling these, and I think I'm gonna do that.
You could double the output by what?
I'm just going to double this smart splitter line that I'm using.
Oh, that's right.
Because each one of these containers has 2 outputs, so I'm just gonna
2 inputs.
each one of these containers has the ones I'm taking from also has 2 outputs. So yes.
Okay. Okay, so you delete the middle ones, and you're gonna just do the second tower and run it through the second row up here.
Yep.
Ooh, what a smart way to do it. Oh, you're gonna go up there. Okay.
Once again, ugly, but
functional.
Oh.
I mean, ugly is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, would you call Mega Meaty Bacon Man stuff ugly?
oof. I mean,
So as not to insult our user, you do not call it ugly. Okay.
I mean, look.
All right. Now I'll go ahead and connect the Let me, yeah, let me connect it to the to a second sink.
Okay, caffeinated is heading out, so we'll see you later.
Okay. All right. So let's go put a stackable mount right over this right here. They used to go over it really nice, but they don't anymore.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, second line is connected, Robert.
Cool.
And
There
you
we
just
go. Now it's entirely cursed. How about that?
now it's entirely cursed.
Yep. Take a look at the storage container tower. If I'm gonna have two outputs from the top, I have to have two outputs all the way up the whole thing.
Oh, my. Okay. And so those are truly outputting at double capacity
Mm-hmm.
and sorting it into this many containers anyway. Do you think you've got all the products? Because
I'm
nothing's
pretty sure.
coming out, so you must have accounted for all the different items in that.
Yes. Now this next one is different.
Ah, so it's going to go right through.
Yeah, it's when I get to here, I'm gonna have to do something different. So
Okay.
some of the same stuff, some different stuff.
Okay, so gosh, if you could just blueprint a majority of these containers and smart splitters,
Okay.
that might be useful.
Yeah, that might be.
So, anyway, I need to take a quick break, go inside. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, why don't you put what you're doing on your screen? And
Sure.
I will return very shortly.
Yep. Mega Meaty Bacon Man says, in comparison to what I've built on my main world, the stuff I built on yours is visually appealing. Just depends how you define appealing, right? Yeah. I mean, the truth is, even without Bacon here, which I love his stuff, inviting this many people to work here on this world, it's all going to be chaos. No matter what. Because you have some people building these, absolutely gorgeous. Duck and I both loved this when we saw it. Really well done. Really well organized. It's great. But then somebody else is going to come in and organize it slightly different. And so it's all going to be crazy no matter what. You can't stop it. So. Man, I got a bunch of junk in my inventory too. How'd they get this much junk? Okay. But the output here on this side is finished, which is a good thing. There's no reason it's completely full why we can't just let that overflow. Oh, and this immediately said, what? This wasn't running a moment ago. There we go. You're like, yeah, I didn't build the sushi sorters. That could have been fun. I don't know how you would build sushi sorters any crazier. I wish Satisfactory had an optional physics mode that made things fall apart that weren't supported properly. Yeah, there are so many games I wish had a physics engine like that. That'd be fun. Basically, and I think 7 Days to Die did about a good enough version of a physics engine. I don't think it needs to be any more complex than that. And there's actually seems to be a lot of games that have that style, but that's the only one I've played. Last thing I built was a super long elevator in Pioneer Adventure 2. Oh, you built the elevator. Of course you did. It's great. Pioneer Adventure 2. Mark asks, are drones worth using in your opinion? Well, I can give you my personal opinion. I know Doc really likes them. I'm not a huge fan. They're good for the random stuff in the middle of nowhere that you have to get somewhere that's low volume, generally. But that's about as far as I'd ever use the drones. I wouldn't say they're glitchy, but they're just. I've heard they can get glitchy when you have a lot of them, but yeah. They're great to exploit reanimated Sam from all across the world. Yeah, it would be okay for Sam. Sam does come in a pretty low quantity. And they're updating the engine finally. Ooh. Seems like high fuel for low volume. Yeah. So we are using the same. So we have a turbo fuel power plant, and so we just use the same turbo fuel for all of our jets. All of our drones. So it's like, since we're already making it, we can use it. But transitioning from one to the other has caused us so many issues, though, because there's one more drone we didn't find that had the wrong stuff. Mirage liked 7 Days to Die, but it's only fun with friends. Yeah, definitely. I only play those games with friends. I do not play them solo. To be honest, like 90% of my gaming is done with friends now. Playing games solo just lost its luster for me quite a while ago. The fuel plant is the next one for me. Cool. There we go. Okay, the train is unloading again, and it's just flowing straight in. And it should just be... Ooh,
so what have we done?
empty. Well, our second storage container is almost empty.
Okay, good.
But we just got a train drop off, so it's...
So it's struggling to empty versus fill, right?
Yeah, it's still unloading at double speed, but it's now only...
And it's only loading at single speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second one is now down to one line. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do it again with the second row here?
Yeah, we can. I'm waiting for this to empty so I can break it all down and just have it go direct, but...
break all the tower down?
Yeah, could have cut down that whole tower, just have it
just
flow
have it go
directly
straight
from there into here.
Yeah, straight from that conveyor that's bringing it through this line.
Which actually means I can cut out this whole top end, the whole top input, because it's a single line going to a single line. But... And then again...
No, I'd leave
this single line... What?
So why would you break... You wouldn't break it down until after the... until after this is all empty, right?
Sure.
I like seeing how it is just filling up so fast. That's really neat. Oh, I'm getting pinged again. I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And you can't fly over here. Okay, ping again.
Great.
Okay. I didn't see where the ping was.
Alright, let me send you guys over.
Okay, yeah. Ping again. Okay.
Mega ban. That's not how you make spaghetti. Deleting things. Those storage tiles are part of the product's adventure. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why there? Aha! We've got
Yes,
magnetic
solar
field
iron.
generators being built. Okay, so magnetic field generators being built and nuclear pasta being built. Yep, I saw that. Oh, okay. Wow. How'd you get them so full? Boy, you had to work hard to get them that full. So we've got magnetic field generators and nuclear pasta being built. Nuclear pasta is going pretty slow.
Okay, Doc, while you were gone, somebody asked what you think about drones.
I love drones. I really do. I love them so much that I used them really too much. I can't get it. There we go. Is there an... Let's go ahead and at least overclock this thing. I'm going to at least overclock this thing so we can get nuclear pasta coming a little faster. Hopefully we won't outstrip the need for copper powder or pressure conversion cubes.
So, technical question of from TL. I think he's asking how do you transport the fuel to each drone board?
Super. How do you transfer the fuel? Oh, now that becomes a challenge. The way I've done it before is I've basically put 2 drone ports down, and I've gone to my fuel area where I make the fuel, and put a drone port there, bringing fuel to each of the drone ports by drone. So the problem with drones is the simple fact that you've got to keep fuel coming into them. Once the fuel gets less or goes away, your drones stop working and you don't know why, and all of a sudden you're just not getting supplies. So I would put them in pairs, and I would have one be the fueling for the drones, and actually one drone port, if you have a good drone line collecting fuel, can fuel several drone ports. So I've got that situation in several places in my Gigafactory build, where I've got like 8 drone ports, and one of them supplies fuel to all of them, and the rest are just bringing in product from various places. So okay, we have all 3 parts being made now.
Nice.
We've got our first director assembly director system.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Whitestone says there's a mod I helped influence. I think it's called No Deletion. It disables the deletion tool. I influenced it by doing a no deletion challenge run through a while ago.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So whatever you built stays forever.
Permanent.
Is that what you're saying?
That means don't use very many nodes because your Mark III miners. Wait, can you upgrade? Can you place over to upgrade? At least. That's crazy.
We've got only 2 summer sloops in the inventory, so we don't have the 4 it takes to multiply the output. Okay, so that's why that one's not being multiplied.
Oh, by the way, Doc,
But it is overclocked at least. What?
Have to say you kind of got a little called out in our latest video that
I
released this
did?
morning. Yep.
Uh-oh.
In the Dimensional Depot Doc University video,
Yeah?
the fact that our uploaded storage was completely full of Mercer spheres. And we have an entire mall built. Because Garrett duped all the spheres and has way more than exists in the world.
Oh, and somebody happened to see that I had that many summer sloops in the depot?
That many Mercer spheres, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because Garrett cheated, not because I did.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, so the no deletion is just disable deletion, so you can upgrade things. That's good.
Okay, so are we hand making supercomputers or what? Because supercomputers are going to run out shortly.
Jay says, I think a cool challenge would be to build a tower where only one item can be made on each floor. Kind of curious if you could do everything before hitting the sky limit.
That would be an interesting challenge. Yes. So you do the iron ingots and steel ingots and copper ingots,
And it just keeps getting tired.
and then you go plates and rods and screws, and that would be an interesting challenge. Yes.
So
It would keep it consolidated in one place.
Yeah, that I would do. Yeah, Alexi says, I'm hand making them, the supercomputers. So, Doctor, get your hand working on some supercomputers.
That one's occupied. Okay. I will get my stuff started.
Oh, and I apologize. Mr. Bacon has corrected me.
Mr. Bacon?
Yes, it's not duping, it's black magic.
Yes, that's what Garrett called it. Black magic. Okay, supercomputer what? There it is.
And Dare Hubel says, hey Doc, how's it going?
It's going good. It is going good. Hopefully there's a container that has computers in it so that if I run out of... Well, it looks like the depot has enough going in it that it's pretty much staying full except for the plastic. My crazy cat is right down here next to me between me and the arm of the chair. So got her head buried and her eyes closed, just sleeping.
Solar Flare says the depot has computers. I hooked them up at the computer factory.
Cool. Good. And I noticed that it's filling up fast enough that in making a supercomputer, it fills right back up to 250 before I start the next one. So
Nice.
that's good. The only thing that's not staying full is the plastic. So I can always go get more plastic and fill my bags full of plastic and then come back. I just reached steel and I'm overwhelmed. Do you have any tips? Didn't we do a steel tip?
Yep.
So yeah, search for Steel Factory because we've got a tip out there on steel factories. Any tips? Basically, you've got the biggest tip is to try to find hard drives so that you can use go ahead and use the alternate recipe of what is it, hard steel ingots or
Solid steel.
solid steel ingots, because the solid steel ingots allow you to produce steel ingots faster, and that propels you forward in the game a lot faster. What you end up doing is it adds a step because you have to make the ingots first instead of just pumping raw raw coal and raw iron in there, iron ore in there. But if you want ingots really fast, steel ingots really fast, you can do that. Now, understand, steel ingots are only used for two products in the game: beams and steel pipe. So you don't need a whole lot of it in order to keep up with the amount of beams and pipes you need. So don't fret about it too much. You'll be able to make plenty to do the amount of demand that steel requires. The 5x5 foundation challenge, you can only build within 5x5. You can build up, but you're limited to the 5x5 boundary. Oh, man. That's why you've got so many tall buildings in your place at times. All right. Well, when I run out of plastic, I'm going to go ahead and go grab some plastic to put in my bags. And I'll drop these supercomputers in the container and then go get some plastic.
LG says, ever tried mods? I personally like is Satisfactory Plus, although it still needs to be updated to the latest stage.
Latest stage in the game, okay.
Yeah, Satisfactory Plus, what I hear is, makes it very granular. Makes the game... Oof.
Even more complicated. Somebody put a container down, which I bet has a bunch of plastic in it. Yep, I gotcha. The deeper.
Okay, Whitestone's heading out for now.
Okay. You got it, Doc. Okay. Who's heading out?
Oh, Whitestone.
All right. Okay. Back from time to time. That's good. We'll look forward to seeing you when you come back. Good morning, Levy. Factorio Plus mod if you're if you're interested. What would a Factorio Plus mod do in Satisfactory?
Probably in Factorio.
Oh gosh. Making Factorio any more complicated than it already is seems to be a little bit abusive.
Abusive.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's not a very complicated game.
I'm not very far into the tech tree, and it's already giving me fits. So how did we get a redeemed Butterfinger a second time?
It must have glitched. I guess you're just gonna have to give me a Butterfinger.
Oh, come on. Well, so see if my bad shoulder can actually get it over the partition this time.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, Robert got another Butterfinger. Did you deliberately set it so you could redeem two? Okay, I'm hearing this.
Oh, because he paid for it.
Nutritional protocol update. You are now authorized to consume one Butterfinger. This is not a reward. It is a calculated morale adjustment. Do not attempt to exceed the quota. Consequences will be both immediate and sticky.
I had set it to 2 because something hadn't gone through properly and I didn't get it set back to 1 yet.
Oh.
So it has now been fixed.
Oh.
I will enjoy my bonus Butterfinger.
Well, I'm going to go check and see if... Well, okay, supercomputers are still...
Satisfactory Plus makes everything require screws, which I'm sure Dog would love. No!
No, not at all. Okay. Put all those in my inventory and we make some more supercomputers. You know, it'd be so neat to have dimensional depots that had an exit port in them
Yep.
so that you could plunk down a dimensional depot and have it export when you, instead of having to transport a product from one end of the map to the other, just put a
Yep.
dimensional depot over there and put another dimensional depot where you need it, and out it comes. That would be way cool.
They won't ever do it, though.
No, that'd make the game too easy. There's a mod for that.
There's a mod for everything.
There's a mod to get an export out of a dimensional depot. Is that what you're saying, Lexi? Steak, eggs, and home fries for me. Okay, TL Hyken.
Yeah, somebody asked, he says, I'm making brunch. What's everybody's favorite breakfast food and or drink?
What's the mod called out, Lexi?
So Ben would say waffles and coffee. TL says the steak, eggs, and home fries, like Doc said. So Doc, how about you? What's the best breakfast?
My favorite breakfast would be strawberry waffles with whipped cream on top.
Ooh.
And chocolate milk.
Yeah, mine would definitely be eggs with some sausage.
I just always love strawberry waffles.
Yeah?
It's just, you know, nice, fresh strawberries cut and sugared and, you know, allowed to create their own juice, their own, would you call it juice?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah. And then on a waffle.
Oh, okay, so Lexi shared the mod with me. Yeah, it's just called The Downloader.
Huh. It's just called The Downloader.
Oh, it's one of the Acula Industrial mods. Here, let me show it on my screen here. Acula Industrial.
Okay.
The Dimensional Depot Downloader is its own piece.
Oh, it adds a new piece.
Yeah, so it looks like the same as just the downloader instead of the uploader. It has an out port, and then you open it up and you select what item to download.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
So,
Andre Acula makes a ton of mods. Like,
wow.
this is the number of mods they make. Like, it's insane. Tons and tons of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, just keep scrolling.
Wow.
So, yeah, tons and tons of stuff. So, yep.
I'll bet he's busy when they send an update out.
TL says, I'm getting close to the age where my most common breakfast needs to be yogurt and spinach smoothie.
Oh, spinach smoothie?
So, I've done spinach smoothies. Well, I've done fruit smoothies that have spinach in it. It's not the best. It's not terrible. Yeah.
Okay, we need 500 of these puppies.
Yeah,
It's
that's
going to take a while. We're making 3.75 per minute, but we need Basically 2 per minute of those and 4 per minute of those to make 4 per minute of the assembly directors. So 4 of those, 2 of those makes four assembly directors. So if that's the case, and I need 500 of them, I need a lot more supercomputers. So I need 439 more,
Oh gosh.
which means I need double that in supercomputers. So I need 880 basically.
Do you have a
So
machine making supercomputers at the same time?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of doing that. Robert, how about that?
I think that you're thinking about doing something which I think might be profitable.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I just need to.
Yeah, TL says if you add some berries and a little honey, you can't really taste the spinach. Funny enough, I was
So why would you have spinach in it if you make it so that you can't taste it?
for the antioxidants or whatever.
Oh, okay. For the health reasons.
Megalith mentioned the other day that he made a nice fruit smoothie. And I actually said, hey, you should try putting avocado in it. And he reacted the same way I did when somebody suggested putting avocado in it. But I tell you what, guys, if you haven't put avocado in a fruit smoothie, you've never had a creamier smoothie. The smoothest, best texture will always come from an avocado. Avocados are not bitter. They are actually a very mild flavor. And so when you put it in a sweet, smooth fruit smoothie, it works just fine. The flavor, it's a very mild flavor that adds to it. And texture-wise, it makes for the best smoothie on earth.
Really?
Yep. 100%. Trumpkin says, what I want for breakfast: eggs, bacon, sausage, Canadian bacon, pancakes, hash browns, toast, hot cereal, and coffee. That is quite the spread. There you go. Yeah, Mark agrees. He says they're great. My wife made chocolate pudding with avocado. I was shocked.
Yep, shocked. Yeah, it definitely. Oh, come on. Suddenly, it's changed to a billboard.
And Lambie said, if not full English, then shakshuka is delicious for breakfast. I have no idea what shakshuka is. Doc?
I don't either.
And Androstea says, I forgot to eat breakfast, so I usually have my yogurt with granola for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, and a +1 for spinach. Levy says it has iron in it, very important, especially if you donate blood regularly.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And TL says my usual breakfast is a smoothie of a banana, protein powder, blueberries, organic peanut butter, yogurt, frozen spinach, and honey. I'm a big fan of fruit smoothies in general. I'm not a big fan of banana because even the tiniest amount of banana it just overpowers the whole thing. As opposed to like strawberries and peaches or whatever other fruits you put in there, you put in just a little bit of banana, the whole thing just smells like banana. So, I don't hate banana, but I'd rather have a banana on the side. And Adrestea says Scottish eggs are a great snack. What's a Scottish egg? Unless it's just an egg with alcohol. Because that was the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, Archon, see? Ooh. A Scottish egg, Doc. Let's do this. Sausage wrapped around an egg and fried.
Sausage wrapped around an egg?
Yeah. Egg wrapped in sausage and deep fried. Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting. I'm going to tell Garrett about that. He'll make some.
How do you wrap an egg in sausage before it's cooked?
That's a great question.
I mean, is it a hard-boiled egg?
A hard boiled. Okay. Huh. And Lexi is a simple girl. I prefer black tea and a few croissants for breakfast.
Okay. Lexi is a simple girl.
And Bacon says full English with hash browns, black pudding, and yes, please, tea. Though controversial take, I just like coffee. So they say you cook the egg before you wrap it, but not very hard. Hard enough that it doesn't implode when wrapping it.
Okay, so it's basically soft-boiled.
Yeah. And then Lambie says you can coat it in breadcrumbs too. Ooh. There you go. It sounds wonderful.
Uh-oh. We've outstripped the supercomputer production.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Levy says, I made Scottish eggs once. It was fun, but my kids didn't like them, though. Wow. Take them back to the store, get new ones. They must
Fresh.
be broken.
Okay.
Gonogram says, I just make a casserole out of
Yeah,
it.
solar flare, your computers are not performing.
Ruh-roh.
Yep. It's going down, quick. I mean, it's... You can see a few going in there, but it's obviously I've cleared out all your buffers, that's for sure.
He says, I make 10 per minute. Yeah?
Yep, but I'm using them faster than 10 per minute, so...
So Gonogram does kind of like what Mama Doc has done.
Mm-hmm.
Making a casserole out of it. Maple sausage, breading, butter, bake it all together. Yeah, Mom, she's made some... Are they just called breakfast sliders?
Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, basically, they're Egg McMuffins.
Yeah, except a lot sloppier.
A lot sloppier.
Yeah, well, she covers them in maple syrup, too.
Okay, so we've got a lot of computers being made and sent to this right here, which means I can go take from here. Yes, I will take from here.
And Lambie says Scotch eggs are, in fact, not Scottish. They are an English invention.
They are an English invention. Huh? Okay.
I don't know why I completely believe that, though.
You do completely believe that. Why would you believe that? Scottish try to steal everything from the Brits. Right?
Sure. I guess it's just... We have things being misattributed to things all the time. So I can completely believe that the English...
Misattributed.
Yeah, sure. And Special Meat says, I just finished automating computers and high-speed connectors. You just made me realize I have the ingredients to handcraft supercomputers as well right now.
Good.
Solar Flare says there's like 10,000 more computers at the radio control unit storage. So we can actually throw a deeper one there for temporary. Oh, what are you doing, Doc?
I'm creating my own little spaghetti.
Master spaghetti.
Yep. Master spaghetti. Okay, which... Oh, this one's going to be interesting. All right. Okay. That's more automated than it was, anyway. No more handcrafting for a while. Okay. Okay, somebody's bringing something over here.
Special Meat says you have to press R to switch to al dente mode to make the best spaghetti.
Okay. Now we got those analytical thingies. Adaptive control units coming in. Automated. Good. Good, good, good. That'll keep going for a while now.
There for a moment, Megalith, I thought you were going to announce something cool, but Megalith finally got his oat milk. Yay.
Oat milk. Okay.
Yay, congratulations.
Or is that condolences?
Yeah.
Never have taken to any form of milk, actually. I don't drink milk as a beverage. I'll have it on cereal, but I just don't drink milk. So any form of substitute milk is equally not as
And by
desirable.
substitute milk, he means oat
Soy
water.
milk, oat milk.
Oat water.
Robert, be careful. He likes oat milk.
He could like oat water all he wants, but
Yeah, GPT-5 got released, yeah. That's what we...
I was thinking that you get... I was thinking that that's what you were talking about.
Wow, this conveyor is completely full, meaning this container got completely full already? Wow. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize that production line that... Wow, it filled up fast. So, how are we doing on this? Okay, I need to go get some more plastic. Which means I gotta go over here. And it looks like the copper powder ran out. And there isn't much plastic here. How are we doing on plastic over in your area, Robert? Oh my. Okay, which one's plastic? I have to check each
Near
one.
the right side.
Near the right side? So start from the right side and I'll be able to find it. There it is. Okay.
It's not released yet. Okay. Adrestea says, I used to drink a liter a day as a teen. As a teen, the cheap stuff even. I also love milk kefir.
Milk what?
Kefir?
Not sure what that is.
It's fermented dairy milk made by inoculating milk with kefir grains.
Okay. All right. That's 2/3 filled up that container.
Bacon is not happy. My
My
poor
poor
Sushi
Sushi.
output's being organized.
Oh no. Well, it's better than it getting sunk when we need the product.
Yeah.
I mean, you did such a great job, Mega Meaty Bacon Man, of bringing all that good stuff to the Mega Factory.
Now we just
It's
have to organize it.
It just had to be used. Just had to be used.
And Special Meat says there's absolutely nothing milky about oat milk.
That's what I gather, especially from Robert's comment. Oh, so you have them now joining, and boy, I couldn't do it good enough for you. You didn't like two of them side by side?
No, it was just because I was going to put the second row right here, and it was just in the way.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
We have
that's
34 coupons that we can clip.
fine. And Aaron is sipping on milk right now as we speak. Yep.
Okay.
So, my theory on milk, first off, whole milk is the way to go. Don't take the fat out of milk and replace it with sugar. That is dumb. Okay? Leave the fat in the milk and enjoy the fat, because the fat is what you should be using for energy, not sugar. Yeah, whole milk or no milk. And the second thing is, if possible, where possible, drink local milk so you don't have to pasteurize it. But we're not quite there yet.
I wonder why it goes here and slows down slightly before going into this. Is that because the smart splitter has to decide whether it's overflow or not? I didn't realize that a smart splitter slowed things down.
It shouldn't be.
It only
those all
slows it down
fully upgraded?
slightly. You could just see them bunch up going around this corner is all.
Yeah, are they all are they all three of those Mark V? They look the same.
They don't look this. Yeah, I guess they do look the same. So if I try to upgrade it, no, it's not upgradable. Not upgrading, so.
Okay.
All right. So you're working on that? How about if you show them what you're working on? and I'll
Alucard
take a
unit
quick
says there's a
break.
T3 belt in there somewhere. Is it possible that something's been upgraded and that splitter's all wonky?
I don't know. It just gave the appearance of slowing down, and then it caught right back up after the splitter. So, all right, I'm taking a quick break, Robert.
Yep.
I'll be
I'm
right
having
back.
to reload the game because it was.
Oh dear. Well, I can wait for you to reload the game.
Well, it's all
Uh-oh,
good. I'll be right
somebody's
back in here
complaining.
momentarily. Oh, brother.
Which cat is complaining?
The only cat that comes in here like this complaining.
Oh, is that Kit Kat?
Yeah, it's good cat. You can use fat or sugar for energy. The danger is when you combine them. Sure.
My notice one cat is named Kit Kat. One of their other cats was named Twix, and the other one that
With Snickers.
was Snickers. Yeah, you kind of get the drift here. My grandkids were kind of in a candy bar
Yeah.
phase, and now they want to name Buddy and Tubby or something like that.
Yeah, they renamed the goats that had been named decent goat names.
So actually, we'll just call them Goat 1, Goat 2 at this point. Okay, that's doing it as fast as it can. So with a double with a multiplier. Oh, somebody's putting them into the space elevator.
Oh.
Okay.
She docked you. But I'm back in. I can.
Okay, you're back there? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, my issue was entirely lag. I had while trying to delete something, I guess I deleted this or something, but I couldn't see it. So yeah, and you see my action bars are all messed up again. Yeah, just server shenanigans. Megalith says, I'm going to eat oat with oat milk. Become Oat Man. Sure. Why not call one mutt and the other one stew? I tried that. In fact, my sister got quite offended, quite annoyed, because I have nicknamed a number of their animals just in passing, and the kids laughed at it so much they kept it, and she was quite frustrated. So I've kind of stopped naming things. She was upset because their dog, which is a mini Aussie, I named the mini Aussie Mr. Wigglebottom, because man, he was so excited every time he saw somebody, and of course, he'd dance on his back paws, and it was super cute. But she didn't like the fact that he was named Wigglebottom. She wanted her name of Cricket, the dog. And he's still Cricket. We just still call him Wigglebottom sometimes. Let's see. It's a very decent way of getting annoyed there. But with her pigs that she raised one year, I called Ham and Bacon. And of course her, preteen kids thought Ham and Bacon were the funniest names ever for pigs. And then she got kind of upset because she didn't want them called Ham and Bacon. Although I have to say, she called them Ham and Bacon the next fall. Yeah, isn't Wigglebottom a great name for a dog? Especially a really excitable, happy dog. Oh, no, 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 no. Good thing you didn't go with Porky then, jeez. Yeah. Just pull that out.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back. Gottlegrim says, one time before my brother was taking a 3,000-mile trip, I loaded his 3 and 4-year-old up with pixie sticks, cotton candy, Pop Rocks, soda, Mentos, and pretty much as sugar as I could possibly get them to eat. My mother said I was evil. I couldn't stop laughing when he called me to scream at me. That's great. Yes, dogs are the best.
Oh no.
What's up? Oh, you reading
Oh.
Gogglegrim's comment?
Yes, you were reading it. I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. Yeah, he was evil. Yeah, can you imagine a 3 or 4-year-old all hyped up on sugar on a long road trip? Ah, you purely evil person, you. Oh, Kenny. Anyway. All right. All right. Well, people are going ahead and upgrading things. I'm going to go ahead and let this just continue the way it's going. It looks like we'll complete phase 4 before too long, but I'm going to go ahead and make some more progress on my solo world. And unless somebody has some objections, I'll let everybody that's on here continue to build, and we'll enjoy some more of the rest of the solo world. Okay.
Megalith
Uncle's
says,
prerogative privilege. Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
100%.
It is.
100%.
It's just being on the parent side of that equation. I can see why your why your brother called all angry
I
because you knew what you were doing. That's why you were laughing. That's
My
just
nieces and nephews love me, but I tease them to no end because that's a job of an uncle. That's what uncles must do.
yeah. He needed to be in the car for 3 hours with hyper
That's evil.
kids.
That's evil. No, 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 no. Read what Lexi said right above that.
Okay. Put some laxative in a person's drink who insulted my mom. Oh, he needed to be in the car for 3 hours. Well, he didn't stay in the car for 3 hours. He had to make frequent stops, I'm sure. All right. Look at my beautiful office here. This is really a beautiful office. So, anyway, and then I come out here to this terrible, ugly, awful looking desert. So, all right, let's go see how I was progressing on making the. Wait a minute. See how my power grid is doing.
And Aaron says, we named our next door neighbor's dog Miss Piggy when she was a baby and oinked like a pig. I thought it was perfect. I would. Okay, was it a pug?
Okay. Max consumption is here, and max production is above it and below it. It's just kind of regulating back and forth. So I am close to needing to. Oh, my production is here? Wait a minute. My capacity is the gray line. Production is there when I'm actually producing. Oh, so the delta difference is probably those biofuel generators. Wouldn't you think, Robert?
Yeah.
And so my max consumption is way above what my consumption I'm currently doing with my coal generators. So really, I need to upgrade my power. But you know, it's not an imminent threat. So guess what? It waits till later. Oh, I don't have a jetpack. That's right. I forgot. I don't have a jetpack yet. Oh, when do I unlock a jetpack? Okay, I need to make a frame factory, don't I? Somewhere. I've got plenty of iron pipe, and I need that. I was working on this over here and putting a second thing, but I really, really want advanced steel production, so that I can get done with phase 2. So
We have a first-time chat from Chimp Militia.
all right.
Says, hey Doc, first comment. Been watching your shorts and now these recent long play recordings.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say how cool it is to see you make loads of satisfactory tips for noobs like me.
Wow.
Also awesome to see you and your family playing together, connecting the generational gaps.
Yeah, that has been fun. That has been fun. Even when Robert just does silly mistakes.
Wow.
Like publishing our last video at midnight instead of 9 o'clock in the morning. But yes, we do have fun playing together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, I'm looking out over my domain. This is the cement. This is the cable and wire factory. Over here is making rotors and plates, reinforced iron plates. But I really, really need to make some frames. And I need to figure out the best way to make frames. So I'm going to just go here. And
by the way, Garrett agreed he will be here for the 100K.
For the 100K celebration?
Yeah.
That 100K celebration looks like it may end up landing on this next weekend, maybe Monday, Tuesday, depending on how things pick up with the shorts. So we might get some more exposure to some people that'll join too.
Yeah.
So I need rods and reinforced iron plate. I can increase my reinforced iron plate production by a lot if I just do cable, if I just do wire. Over here is where I'm making the reinforced iron. Right there is where I'm making the reinforced iron plate. I've got a ton of wire, more than what I need, and I could reapportion these screws to go over to the rotor production, which will eventually go into motors.
Chimp asks, do chats on YouTube carry over to where you see them here, or only here from Twitch? I usually watch most on YouTube.
The chats that are on the screen are a combination of Twitch and YouTube. Although, yeah, so Aaron Farrow you see on the screen was a YouTube chat, and the rest of this ones on the screen are Twitch. And yeah, so you see Aaron when he comes in and talks, or Mr. Lucas, various people. That chat window does include both of them. So
yeah, but on our screens they're separated. We look at them.
Yeah, our screens are separated when we look at them, but we combine them through our through Restream.io to there. So
It's Wabbit season has subscribed with Prime.
Okay, that's 7-month streak.
Thank you so much.
That is great. Now remember, when you subscribe either with Prime or just by paying for it on Twitch or become a member on YouTube, you get access to play on the server that I was playing on, and you see all the neat things that are being done there, and it's just a whole lot of fun to watch and a whole lot of fun to build and add to it. Pretty soon we'll have pretty much everything unlocked, so when you come there, you can play with all the latest goodies, even if you're not in your game up to the point where you've unlocked all those things, and you'll get to see what a tier 7 conveyor belt looks like, a Mark 6 conveyor belt looks like. You'll see what all the goodies that you unlock in phases 7, in tiers 7 and 8. So that's really, really cool stuff. So as soon as we get phase 4 unlocked, we can get some other things unlocked as well. So Robert, conference call.
Okay.
Should I build a second tier here and get copper wire over to here and redo my conveyor line with and make it a stitched reinforced plate so I can use the screws to make more rotors and expand that line out to make motors then? Or should I
think that's a good plan. Yeah.
Well, the alternative to that is go back over here and make that rod line that I was making and turn that rod line into making the modular frames. And in that case, I'd have to go over here and transport the reinforced plate over to that factory, or the rods over to this factory, either one.
I think either one works. You guys also build an entirely new rod factory, because you're always going to need more rods, and if you use everything you create, you're never going to have any.
Well, that's why I was creating this rod factory over here, the one that I built the second floor on.
Okay.
And I've got a bunch more production there than bunch more production of rods than what I need at this point.
Okay.
So I think I'll do rods over here and take the rods over to that other platform. Okay, I need to go down here and I need to see, I've got rods going into there right now. And I've got rods coming into both levels there. and I need to have rods coming out. No, I need rods coming out of there. I can combine them later. I need ingots to go up above. See if I can hop on through here.
Alert. Due to increased spectator engagement, conveyor belt functionality is now offline. Estimated downtime is 10 minutes. Your inability to optimize is not a bug, it's a feature. Thank you for your ongoing contributions to Fix It's Entertainment division.
And you know what I think of that, right?
Yep.
It just tears me up. Anyway.
Oh, Megalith redeemed Let the Man Work.
Oh dear. Two of them. We had two Let the Man Work.
You better work twice as hard.
Oh gosh. I guess I better. Okay, so I'm going to okay. Get to work. I was all flustered. I don't have floor points yet. You are overruled.
And Bacon says, I'll build you something once you reach the 100K subscribers.
Oh. Okay, I've got ingots coming up top. I don't have floor ports yet. I don't think I have floor ports yet. No, I don't have floor ports yet. So because I don't have floor ports, I just had to stick it through the roof there. And I'm going to create a line of. I needed 16 of them, and how many did I put downstairs, Robert? Gosh, do you remember that count? I don't.
No.
Of course you don't. I wouldn't. So how many machines did I make down here? And I had a total of 16 I can make. I think I made 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I made 6 down here. I can make 10 upstairs. And this will be my center line, so I will. And to make rods, it's only. Rods is only a constructor, so. Okay.
Hey, Kevin, I'm going to refund your points for Let the Man Work since Megalith got to it before you did. Give you your points back so you can stop Adrestia next time. Adrestia.
Poor Adrestia, it's just. I'm sure she's beside herself. I mean, how?
Cameron over on YouTube says, love your content, Doc. Been so helpful as I play for the first time.
Thank you. And of course, you know, I'm doing it here. You notice I'm only on, I've only passed phase 1 at this point, so I'm only unlocking like phase, tier 3s and tiers 3 and 4. So this game is really still very much in its infancy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that world definitely.
So I do like to play an advanced world, and I like to play a kind of a regular world, so you see the human element of getting started.
Yeah. A Whitestone says if you find some Gutarium to the north, you can unlock Quickwire in the MAM, then have Quickwire being sunk for coupons, then you can buy everything you want out of the store.
Okay, that's an idea. All right, let's get some splitters in here.
So if you
Get
let the
these-
ad work, is no conveyors available again?
Say that. Say what?
So no conveyors is on a timeout. But if you let the man work, can somebody immediately do no conveyors to override it?
You would think so. I mean, if the one's unlimited, the other needs to be unlimited. I mean, if we those ones that we have a counter point on
Yeah.
should both be unlimited.
Well, we initially gave it a 1 hour cooldown, so you didn't just get locked out from playing the game entirely. But we can remove that 1 hour cooldown now because there is a counter to it.
Exactly, that's what I just said.
Okay.
Yep.
And David over on YouTube, he says he's chipped from Twitch a few minutes ago, and he popped over to YouTube. He says you guys are just awesome, and became a member.
Fantastic. Appreciate
That
that.
is really cool. We really appreciate that. David, for you and for anybody else who wants to, if you become a member, you can member on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch, you can join our Discord. And if you link your account, so you go to the user settings in Discord and click connections and connect your YouTube or Twitch account, and it'll automatically give you extra places to come chat for members only. And tomorrow afternoon, so tomorrow 1 o'clock Central US time, so that's in 20, so tomorrow in about an hour and a half, okay, we are going to be doing a live recording of our next episode. So you'll be able to sit in and watch Doc record shorts at a long form video there, and you can come hang out with us. That's all done through Discord. So please come hang out. Okay, Doc. You called for it. So guess what?
So what?
No conveyors.
Okay.
No longer has a cooldown.
Okay.
No pipes. No longer has a cooldown.
Okay.
How long is it going to take for this to be popped? Again. And, by the way, Doc, on our newest platform, TikTok, we just hit 10,000 followers.
Actual 10,000?
At least it's rounding to 10,000.
It's rounding to 10,000 because this morning it was at 9808.
Oh, okay. The problem is when I tell it to go to the profile, it's showing 0 following and 0 followers. So I can't check the exact amount.
Okay. So, for those of you who weren't with me at the beginning of this playthrough was meant to be a practice what I preach type of playthrough, meaning that basically I did a Doc solo and I just kind of went crazy and just did whatever. And I just fell off my platform. And so I felt bad about doing it that way because, you know, I should go ahead and practice what I teach. So basically I decided that this playthrough would be a one where I demonstrate that what I teach really works. So why am I not getting the error? There it is.
By the way, Adder also mentioned that you should probably buy the floorboards from the shop. I believe you have the coupons for it.
I think I do have the coupons for it.
Yep, you should do it then.
So you can buy it from By ports or by the recipe?
You unlock it there. Yeah. And Viking213 says, "Love you, Doc.
Thank you.
Glad you're here." Thursday, up till recently, has kind of been a variety day, and we're still going to be continuing to play some other games, especially like Star Rupture,
Uh-huh.
on Thursdays. But that means that typically Thursdays we don't have all of our usual crowd here, so we don't get quite as many viewers. But as of right now, we're combined a little bit over 100, so we're doing pretty good today. Glad to have you guys
106,
here.
yeah. All right, we got 19 printable coupons here. Oof. So we do have a few things being sunk. Oh, there's 4 more there. I have a couple different things that are overproducing at the moment. So I've got I don't have smart splitters, so I have a container. The way to deal with not having a smart splitter to begin with is that you run it through the container with a splitter, and then the splitter, it's put it in half, so you're still sinking half of it, but eventually the container fills up and you've got a container full, and then everything goes to the splitter. It's the best you can do until you get the smart splitters, when you can fill up the container directly and just sink the overflow. So your container gets full before you sink anything, but until you get one, you have to use a splitter to split half of it, and then you can sink the other half until you get a full container. Then it sinks all of it. So organization, no, it would be under foundations, maybe. Nope. Architecture, okay. Not under equipment. It wouldn't be under walls. Organization doesn't have it. Management.
There it is.
Okay, back up. I want to go to management here. I can just put it in the card here, and the conveyor walls there, and the ceiling mounts, and wall mounts. And I can do wall power outlets. That'll be good. I can do the pipeline floor walls and floor ports and walls there. Okay. So I've got
Big
8
spender.
items in there, and I think I can check out. It's using 11 coupons is all, so I'm going to buy all those. Okay, thank you for the suggestion. I realized I could do that. I don't have a whole lot of quartz yet, so I'm going to pass on that. I don't really care about the customizer all that much. Foundation stairs, that might be good. And I don't need those at the moment. I'm going to go
Understand says,
here.
"See, I don't just stop Doc from working. Sometimes I help too."
Yes, you do. And door walls, I like those. So how many coupons have I used? I've used 10 of the 12. So I've got 2 more that I can use, which means I could not get anything here that I want at the moment. So let's go see architecture here. Metal pillars, concrete pillars, the modern railing. I like modern railing and industrial railing. So I'm going to get that, and that spends all my current coupons. So I will go buy all those. And thank you for the suggestion. And yes, you cause me grief and you cause me pleasure as well. So,
Viking says, "The guy who's reading out the messages, thank you as well for doing that."
and that guy happens
You're
to be
welcome.
my son, Robert.
Mhm.
So he, yes, we team up so that I still get the messages. Otherwise, I wouldn't, because I would get so engrossed in building that I would forget to pay attention to the messages. So. Okay, so let's go over here and finish this thing up. Can I do conveyors now? Yes, I can do conveyors.
Yeah. Chico says, AI, Robert, thank you. Boo.
Boo, yes. Boo, yes.
Milky Jade also recommended you get the factory ladder just in case you fall off your platform again.
Factory ladder, huh?
And Grandpa's here, says, hello, Doc and Robert. Hello, stream.
Hello to you.
Good to see you again. How old are you, Robert? Asks Autowork. I am 37.
My wife and I have been married for 45 years as of just not too long ago, in July. So, 45 years. Robert is not our oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Robert is number 3, aren't you? Didn't we have the 2 girls first?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was feeling a little bit down and depressed because we just had 2 girls first. And I have to admit, I almost wished we had a 3rd girl because we already had all the girly sort of furniture bought and stuff and girl clothes that could be handed down. And I got a boy.
Yep. They
And
even had a
I'm
girl
glad I
name
did.
picked out for me and everything.
Yeah, we did, but then that ultrasound had to change our mind.
Yeah. Grandpa says, old enough to know better, young enough to do it again. Way to hang in there, Doc.
Yep.
You're like me then. You don't sound your age, says Whitestone. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Now I got to use these stupid Mark 1 power poles to get some power to these things.
Deotter asks, what was Robert's girl name? And Autowork responds, Robertina. We'll go with Robertina.
Oh gosh. Oh dear, 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 dear. Don't know what Robert's. I don't remember what Robert's.
I remember what it is, but I'm not going to say it on a live stream.
Oh, okay.
Because it will instantly become standard.
Like Garrett's pen name.
Yeah, exactly.
Garrick, as in Garrick Hartwood.
Yep. Grandpa says, Roberta. Roberta's such a good name, though. Yeah, Roberta's a great name.
Not for a boy.
Yeah. In fact, and I won't say her actual name, my mother's first name is a very typically masculine name that they added an A to the end of. And it's a very, very unique name. Never met anybody else with her name. And
You didn't meet her aunt?
oh, well, okay, of course, other than family, right. Yes, I did meet her aunt.
Yeah, it was a family name, which is interesting.
But never met anybody else with that name.
And my wife would like to keep it that way. She likes having a unique name.
Lexi says, Robert, you should put, I come with a great father-in-law on your dating profile. There you go. And Viking says, wait, what? Robert's 37?
Yeah.
Doc, you only look 50 to me. What's Doc's age then?
Well, add 18 to that.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll be turning 68 in November. We'll have a happy birthday party for celebration for that. Won't we, Robert?
Oh, absolutely we will. And Grandpa's name is Lyndon. Okay. That's another good name. Doc's age is 21, asserts Chingo.
21, how many times? 59 times? 49
Well,
times?
he is a great grandfather, so 21 would be difficult.
Yeah. I keep doing that. I should put a railing though. I bought the railings. I'll put the railings up so I don't fall off. See, that's why I buy railings, because I fall off of things. I get engrossed in what I'm doing and don't pay attention to how far I am.
Levy asks, what's that song about being your own grandpa?
Oh, that is such a funny song. But no, definitely not my own grandpa.
And Deotter says, I still hate that I'm named after a hump of meat that gets transferred from person to person.
Okay. That makes me interesting. I knew that was going to happen. What are you referring to?
Oh, you falling off was going to happen. I'm
Okay.
trying to think what that name would be.
A lump of meat that gets passed from person to person. I don't know any meat by that description.
Dax. That's right. You said your name was Dax. After Star Trek.
But his parents really thought he was just a lump of meat?
No, just named after Star Trek. I never heard of Dax as a term for a lump of meat at all, so. And Viking says, no way you're 68, Doc. You look 50 at max. That's awesome. Yeah. And Whitestone says he thought I was like 20 or something. I wish.
Yep. We all wish we still stayed young, but that is no longer possible.
Yeah. Then again, I like who I am today better than who I was when I was 20. Oh, you were specifically referring to the Star Trek character when you said that. Okay. So Adrestea says, my road's so big, it sometimes fails to render properly, and I see the ground making me think I'm falling down. So that's why I always wear my parachute.
Always wear your parachute. Okay.
Yeah, Adrestea says, young but with current knowledge and experience. Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's true.
That would be the best way to do it. But...
Yeah, I know what I'm going to do.
And Whitestone says, most people guess that I'm around 20.
Yeah. If you only hear a voice and see just a face on a screen, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
It's easy to not understand what the age is. And yeah, you're just seeing me on the screen too. If you saw me and talked to me in real life, you might have a different guess as to my age.
Yeah, but Doc, you've always been told that you look younger than your age.
Yep. It's true.
Same with me.
Mm-hmm. So I am going to create a way to get down here other than this ramp, but maybe I'll do it over here or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to create a way to get down to the first floor. But anyway, right now I've got the problem of making sure I can get power to these hungry machines. So hungry machines need electricity, and luckily I still have one position left on this pole. Okay, so I can go, I'm gonna go there. I wish they would just allow you to keep clicking.
Oh.
Instead, you've got to click after it's built. Okay, there.
This is an old message that I somehow completely missed in the conversation.
Okay.
but it's coming up here in a second.
Oh, it's
Megamedi Bactamin said, the AI program known as Robert is still in the alpha testing phase. Claims of sentience is a bug that Fixit is still trying to remedy.
okay. Claims of sentience is still trying to be remedied. Okay.
And Levy just subscribed with Prime.
Thank you for sending us your
Awesome.
Prime subscription. It's a choice you get to make each month, and I hope you keep making it month after month. That's cool. Month, and I hope you keep making it month after month. That's cool. Okay, so
Robert, we're on to you, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
ever since you made that video and voiced that video, people just don't believe that you're actually not AI. Guess I don't completely understand that, but oh well.
It was either somebody who was just trying to get people riled up, or it was just one person who thought that obviously this was Doc using an AI to change his voice. This couldn't be somebody else. Not a chance. The cadence is the same. Everything else is the same. Well,
Cadence is the same because he's my son. Sons talk like their fathers and walk like their fathers and all kinds of things.
when you have the same script writer, when you have the same two people brainstorming and planning out the script, and when we're literally father and son, we sound alike. Whitestone says, this is where you lean into it, Robert, and fool everyone.
And claim to be sentient when you're just an AI.
Yeah. Lexi says, I would not want to go back to my 20s again for $1 million. So much happier in my 30s.
Yeah. So true.
And Adristea says, I think it was just a random who's tired of all the AI narrated content flying around and assuming that this was yet another one.
Uh-huh. And we had a person that joined our chat there and tried to convince us that we should stop using AI because of all the resources it uses. And when we said basically, no, we'll keep using AI, I'm sorry, it's just a tool, they decided to depart. So,
Deanna says, Robert, do a capture right now. Prove yourself.
Megalith official said, Robert is not an AI. Megalith is an AI. We are all AI. World is a simulation that is created to torture Robert.
the world is a simulation to torture Robert.
Sometimes I wonder.
Yeah?
Blue Construction Pylon says, hey, Doc, how's the factory?
It's coming along. This is my first two-story venture in this world.
And Adristea says, AI has its uses, but human brains should always check on it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Actually, I saw a really good story about AI. Actually, two of them yesterday. One guy was a plumber, and he used the Meta glasses, and he'd been struggling on some plumbing issue and wasn't being able to solve it for a couple of hours.
Uh-huh.
And so he decided, let's see if the glasses can help. And he turned them on. He said within 10 minutes it had a diagnostic and the proper solution. And so he said this is going to become standard part of his procedure if he's ever doing anything that he doesn't instantly know the answer to.
Just a tool.
It's just a tool.
Yep, just a tool. Okay, I've got production coming in here, and I just need to get it out the other end, and I've got rods aplenty. I will have rods aplenty here very shortly.
And Walter the dog, first time chat.
Okay.
Says, hi, Doc. Been lurking the last week. wanted to say thanks for the good Satisfactory content.
You bet. I didn't have enough rods to make the conveyor. Sometimes it just bugs me that you need stuff that you're making to build stuff to make it.
Yep.
That circular argument keeps coming back over and over and over again. So take a deep breath, get off your soapbox.
And Blue Construction Pylon says, easy test. Have Robert tell time from an analog clock.
Okay. Can you tell time from an analog clock, Robert?
Yeah.
You're still able to do that.
Sure. Hey, Deanna, I'm refunding that. Doc has already had a Butterfinger.
Why do we keep getting more? Oh, our session dumped and came back.
Oh, yeah, we are currently dropping frames at the moment.
At 5 minutes. We are working on a solution, another solution, because my daughter, who's building their house, just got her satellite in for gosh, why can't I think of Starlink?
Yeah.
And with their satellite in and some sophisticated software, we can then merge the two internets and sophisticated hardware and software. It's about $100 solution. Merge the two to use both uplink signals. And we're hoping that that's a step in the right direction to solve our drop frames and resolve our other issues. So,
Yeah, we're really hoping that will fix a lot of this. So, I have to solve a CAPTCHA. Manfred wants me to tell him how many R's are in the word strawberry. Because that was an AI test that it always failed.
okay.
And Viking says, rumor has it that Robert is unable to click on checkboxes on websites that checks if you're human or not.
Okay.
Ridiculous. Everybody knows how many R's are in strawberry. I don't even have to count it out for you. That'd be ridiculous.
So there's 4, right? See, you're having to think.
There's how many?
There's 3. See, I was just testing you and you failed.
What? I wasn't gonna say. Oh yes, but Doc, you need to take a drink. The other did redeem hydrate.
Okay, which means I need to. I've got a water bottle here, but I don't drink it straight. I always have to put a little flavoring in it. So
Yeah.
I had it all set up to set it up. I had the flavor packet here.
Whitestone said, I spent a few years trying to convince my Australian friend that I was a figure of his imagination. And he always leaned into it. It was good times.
It was good times. That's always fun. It's always fun.
Mark Mitchell says, AI is amazing. I do telecommunications for a major company, and I use AI to analyze SBC log files to look for issues.
Absolutely.
I push millions of lines of logs to it daily, and it looks for patterns for me.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I watch a show called Hudson and Rex. It's a serial crime fighting show, and it's just real tame. Anyway, the tech guy was using an AI to help solve crime. So he developed it and fed it with a bunch of crime data and so forth. Anyway, he prepped it and got it working. And it became very apparent as the show progressed that the AI was very, very good at combing through data really quickly and coming up with a summary of the data. But it it took the knowledge of crime fighting of the participants to analyze and put the data together in order to make it useful. And that was a really, really good education in what AI is really supposed to do over time. It's really supposed to embellish what humans can accomplish in real life. And that's really where we use it a lot.
It's a tool.
Just another tool in the arsenal to make life easier and better. Harder, easier to accomplish the many things that we need to do. So, okay, I want to come over here, and I don't want to bump my head. So
Yeah, and Shift agrees. AI is very good at detecting patterns. Yeah. The other little bit of news I saw was it was a doctor who posted something on TikTok, but said he's noticed a very big shift in his patients over the last 6 months, he said, or so, where patients don't come in with the basic kind of questions they used to come in with before. They're much more, they ask much deeper, more probing questions. They're much better at describing their own problems and issues. He said it very cautiously,
okay,
without trying to ascribe good or bad to it. But his general kind of concept was, well, I guess I'm adding an interpretive layer on top of this, so I guess I'll back up. He didn't come to any conclusion, but it's just things are going to be harder for doctors in general in the future because patients aren't going to be coming with just a blank slate. My knee hurts, come fix my knee. People are going to start coming with, these are the symptoms I'm experiencing. These are the things I've tried to fix it, and
and I need surgery.
Yeah,
to fix my ACL or whatever.
He didn't come to that conclusion of they'll tell you what to do, but to be honest,
but that's where he was going.
That's probably where he was going with it, and
yeah,
I think there's good and bad in all of it, right? But
okay, so I have now connected that platform, which makes iron ingot over there, with this platform that makes iron rods over here. And now I just need to take the iron rods over to the other factory over there to make frames. So the next adventure is a conveyor adventure. So Adrastea, keep your hands off the keyboard. I haven't heard a response yet.
Nope. LMessence is here again. Hi, it's been a while. It says, I've been conflicted about AI. I think it's super cool and look into the future I've always wanted. But my game developer friends keep getting laid off.
When they came up with more sophisticated interpreters, more game developers got laid off as well. It's a matter of the technology continues to march forward, and when software literally replaces humans, it'll replace humans not just with AI, but it'll replace humans in all aspects of the work that we do. So I'm sorry for your friend, but at the same time, that's basically the way things are going to continue to work.
That's just technology. Yeah. The crazy one that just came out was Genie 3, which is creating it will create a scene which you can then have a control to move around the scene in, and it will generate the scene around you in a video format. Okay, so people are saying, oh look, it can create video games. Extremely limited version, but whew, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
So, and Gamer Null 2 says, hi, what does the factory look like right now?
Well, it's looking pretty good. So basically what I wanted to demonstrate in this playthrough is that if I built everything on the world grid, could I basically take all of these mini factories that I've made here and there and make one big mega factory, ultimately turning it into a gigafactory? So I've built kind of in a cluster here in using the resources in the various locations, and I'm slowly starting to combine all the resources. Like over here, I've got a couple coal mines. There, I've got a couple coal mine that's making steel. Um, this coal mine is taking coal over to lakes that are over in the distance over the horizon. I've got plates and rods being made up here. I've got rods being made over here. It's exclusively rods, and it's creating a lot. So it's actually looking quite cool. So I need to reconnect this line, and then I'm going to actually I'm going to put a stackable pole on top of this one to connect and head over to the other side over there. So actually, I'm going to go under this, and I'm just going to go straight over and see what happens. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening here. And what it's ultimately going to look like is one big mega factory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing steel beams. Aha.
Donogram says game developers being laid off has little to do with AI. You have companies like Microsoft buying up entire studios to eliminate competition, then cutting workforce.
That's true too.
And
I mean, it's a combination of of a lot of those things.
Oh, yeah.
So why do we have no production coming out of here, folks?
Not to mention, we're also talking, we're in this post-pandemic world where the world was originally where tons and tons of people poured so much money and time into video games during the pandemic that tons of studios came out right around that time. Tons of studios were being built. Tons of games being put out. Billions and billions of dollars being put into new games. Entire studios are formed. People who are going to college started going on learning programming online. Tons of new programmers. Like the whole industry exploded during the pandemic.
Yep.
And then is contracting afterwards. And so while it's a good excuse, AI, it's really, the market's smaller than what it was during the pandemic. The number of programmers is bigger than it was during the pandemic. And the industry is now realigning itself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which is unfortunate, but it makes you beg the question, what's actually happening? And you got to look at the holistic thing. Like the beginning of the pandemic, what was the big thing about stores running out of something? What was that? Remember the toilet paper issue?
yeah.
Stores were running out of toilet paper. Why were they running out of toilet paper? Had plenty of toilet paper before the pandemic, and I guarantee you people weren't using the restroom more often during the pandemic as they were after the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you had a different mix. All of a sudden you had people working from home and needing consumer grade toilet paper that you bought in a store versus the commercial grade toilet paper that's sold directly to large corporations in large bulk. Okay. So they all of a sudden they had to retool and make it for a different market. They had different packaging, they had different everything. So you ran out simply because the mix was different. And all of a sudden homeowners needed to buy more restroom supplies in order to, because they were home. So, it's funky sort of reasons like that you don't think of until all of a sudden you realize, oh, that's right. That's the problem. Come on. Zoop it on over, bud. Okay. I needed a 1 and then a 2 to get up to that over there. So I need to stop 2 before it, but I didn't. I stopped.
And
there.
LMS says, I totally get that. Like my favorite game in the world is all about automation. AI itself is just a tool. It's just the people in charge of it that I'm pretty afraid of,
Yeah, exactly. I can't say that I'm particularly in love with the people that are developing or getting their hands on it. Like, for example, if you're at all familiar with the World Economic Forum, they want a big one world government. And if that doesn't scare you, people that promoted the UN also wanted the one world government. And we know how bad the UN is. So, it's a simple situation of, this is rods. This top one is rods. I've already got the conveyor infrastructure for this one, Robert. Yes.
Gonogram also added that you had people rushing to the store to buy as much as possible to rip people off. Scalpers.
And that's true too. You had that same problem with the hand sanitizer, where one person was busted because he had an entire garage full of hand sanitizer and he was charging tons of money for it in comparison to its real value. Yeah, exactly. You had that going on as well. You had scalpers, basically.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to not defend scalpers, not in this circumstance. There's two kinds of scalping, or what people might call scalping, and differentiate, because one is good, one is bad. Okay? So whenever there's a natural disaster, and Gonogram, you can probably say something about this because you're in the Florida region, that whenever a hurricane hits or something, suddenly everybody jacks their prices up. Right? And they're making laws against raising prices during emergencies. And personally, I'm very much against that. I think that's very different than, for example, the people who are buying up all the hand sanitizer so they can then resell it when nobody can find any. Right? If you are decreasing the supply on the market so you can increase the value of your product, I think that's bad. I think buying out all the toilet paper so you can resell it for $2 a roll is bad. But if you're raising prices because there's a hurricane a-coming and I have the only ones that are left, raising prices is good. Because if you don't, first off, everybody who comes in is going to buy as much as they possibly can. So it reduces demand. Second, it influences other people from outside regions to bring in more. If a guy believes, hey, I got a truck, I can load it up with all this water, and I can make a sweet, quick 10 grand, bring it down to this affected area, they're going to do it.
Ripstream. You got a ripstream, Robert.
Man. Okay, now we should be back. I think so. Okay, go ahead, Dad. What were you saying?
So basically what he's saying is that it's good to promote, it's good that entrepreneurs can come in and have the value enough in a product that's raised price in order to bring it in to help the people that need it. I think Doc is doing that on purpose. More Butterfingers.
Yes, Butterfingers.
All right. So what conveyors are these? Are they are they Mark 1 or Mark 2? I mean, this is crazy how slow these things are. But anyway, so realistically.
and Bacon immediately reading Butterfinger. We're going to go ahead and refund that because we've had all the sweets we need for today.
Speak for yourself. Man, here Robert is managing my waistline.
I got to manage somebody's. It's not going to be mine.
So true, so true.
Blue Construction Pylon asked an obvious question. What's the best candy bar?
Butterfinger, of course.
Of course. Bacon asks, what even is a Butterfinger? I assume it's like a butterscotch candy or something?
It is peanut butter covered with chocolate. It's a lot like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Only it's the peanut butter is crystallized, so it's crunchy.
Copperlock said, "Hello, Doc. Just got into Satisfactory recently, and your shorts tips have been a huge help for keeping me in the game as the complexity goes up. Thank you."
You're welcome. That's why they're there. And we've got more Doc University coming out too to give a little bit longer form of those. When we just need more time and can't spend the amount of time necessary. Now these are all balanced once they get here. Once it gets here, all of these are more balanced.
And AutoWork brings up, scalpers are still a huge issue. Like in Pokemon, every product that gets released basically gets doubled in price by a third party.
Ouch.
And that was a hard one. I think Galdegrim responded to it saying, "Yeah, who cares? It's just a card game." And the same thing happens every time a new game console is released.
Yeah, you get people standing in line to buy as many game consoles as they can.
Yeah. And
so they wait till supply runs out and... Anyway, continue, Robert.
Make a quick buck. Yeah, like... I have kind of mixed opinions on that. Because I think the companies should just not announce how many they're making and hold a whole bunch back and then release them, let all the scalpers buy them up, buy way too many, and then immediately
flood the price.
Then flood the market immediately with a whole bunch of new ones, and so the scalpers are just left holding the bag, So.
Yeah, but you've got corporate bean counters in the CFO's suite that is going to try to counter that and say, no.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that because we need to get them out to the market as quick as we can. We've got all these R&D costs that we need to recoup.
Yeah. Alan Masson says, "I really appreciate being able to talk about this stuff. It's a tricky subject, and people can get upset real fast. Always thankful for being able to talk about things without blame games,
Yeah.
Many perspectives to approach controversial topics, and most have something to contribute."
Yeah, and, I see it from a business side a lot of times. Mm-hmm. It really is a conflicting subject when you talk about scalpers versus just, price rises because of just market forces. Forced market forces because of a disaster. There's no way to take advantage of people. I do not appreciate that at all. Okay, what did I run out of? Concrete. Dimensional depot. Okay, when can I get it?
Yes, please.
I need to go out and hunt more Mercer spheres in order to get the dimensional depot.
So, Deotter, I didn't see your message, or I missed your message from 15 minutes ago. If you could repost it. So, Gonogram says, Deotter was talking about, the Pokemon cards being scalped, and says it's annoying. And Gonogram responds, "I agree, it's definitely annoying. But the way you teach people that buy all of it a lesson is a lesson to not buy them. Also, companies are complicit with it. The GPU shortage where they stopped making them. And oil companies been doing the same thing since the 1950s, cutting supply to cause shortages to make money to drive up prices."
Absolutely. To frustratingly raise prices. Very frustrating. Okay, my concrete is right down here, and I'm going to hurt myself.
Yeah, like the oil, I think that's a great example of restricting supply to increase the value. There is what would be entirely illegal if it was done here in the United States. There is a worldwide cartel of oil producing countries, OPEC, and OPEC gets together and decides how many barrels of oil are we going to release in order to keep the price at a certain amount. They target a price. They just say, all of us together are going to release a certain number of barrels, and we're going to continue to restrict it until the price of oil hits a certain target. So that's price fixing, right? And price fixing amongst multiple multiple countries, would be highly illegal if done here in the U.S. Not supposed to be allowed.
But it still happens in the U.S. even so.
Yeah, it still definitely does happen. Yes, but
And then you've got probably the oldest cartel of all,
De Beers.
De Beers.
Yeah, I knew you were to say De Beers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, De Beers is just, classic example of, I mean, diamonds are not that rare, folks.
Mm-hmm.
They just are not that rare. And De Beers has made it a mission to make sure that you paid the price that they want, and that it's the thing that women always want, of course, just because they can make a buck. Okay, so I came to get concrete. I got concrete, and I'm going home with it. Okay. I'm building a platform out to build my frame factory, because I have plenty of reinforced iron plate down here, and I can,
Yeah.
and I've got plenty of what? Something funny?
The otter specifically collects Psyduck.
What? What is
One
that?
particular really dumb Pokemon. It's known for being dumb. Okay, that's one of its features, is how dumb it is, and that's what he collects. Is Psyduck.
A particular Pokemon card.
Yep. Anyway, no, D Otter's comment from a little bit ago said, by the way, me and my friend are making a tool for Satisfactory.
Okay.
It's going to be useful for mapping out your factory. We're going to build it in the style of the game Shapes. So in a way, you can quickly make floors for your factory and know how much space you need. We'll try to get a beta version of it ready before the end of the summer vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing that's kind of missing in the current models is the layout side of it. They do the production, tell you how many machines, but they don't work on layout much.
Right.
Alexa would like you to jump back on the member server at the end of stream
Okay.
to end phase 4 in about yeah.
And phase 4. That's cool.
Blue construction pylon is heading out.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
So Mark says, scalpers on the surface seem bad, but on the other hand, if I buy something, I should be able to do with it what I like. But I can see
That's
both
true.
sides.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hard issue to deal with, because yes, you have those people who say exactly that. I should be able to do with my product that I buy anything I like, and that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, at what point is it scalping, and at what point is it just free enterprise?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I personally say there's a difference between reducing supply in order to increase prices versus oh gosh, whoa, my brain is not fried.
Reducing supply to increase prices versus...
Yeah.
Okay.
I made the point earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. And doing things in versus raising prices when supply is already is already small, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can raise. Your bags are full.
Why do you
As
keep
always.
laughing when my bags are full?
Your bags are always full. They're always full.
It shouldn't be humorous anymore.
It'll always be humorous. Yeah.
It'll always be humorous to you
Always.
that I have filled up my bags once again and cannot do the thing I want to do. You are sadistic, my friend. You love to see my pain.
Actually, when I was in California, I knew a guy who
He knew
came
that.
here from Mexico about 35 years ago
Mm-hmm.
and made his money refurbishing mattresses. Okay. And he said, yes, he would literally take mattresses out of dumpsters and clean them and resell them, which I thought was pretty crazy. But he made enough money that, and I guess it was more than 30 years ago, that in the 90s, he had enough money to take a trip to Africa on a mining expedition.
Mining?
Mining.
Okay, so he takes his hard-earned money from dumpster diving.
Yes.
And he goes to Africa.
Yes. To go
and
mining.
He goes mining.
Yes.
So he does one risky thing to do another risky thing?
Yes. And then...
Okay, so now what's next?
What's next is he then goes and buys himself a mine in South America.
In South America? You said South Africa.
Well, he was in Africa first.
Okay.
He went mining in Africa.
So he learned the business.
And then to learn the business, and then he bought himself a mine in South America. And now the guy's rich. Very rich.
Interesting.
And he spends a few months every year in South America. You know, during the right months of the year, so it's all the perfect temperatures.
Okay.
And running a literal diamond mine.
Diamond mine, huh? A diamond mine in South America, huh?
Except he does not sell them commercially because almost nobody will ever buy them. Sorry, he doesn't sell them for jewelry and stuff.
Oh, he sells them for tools and such?
Yeah, all commercial stuff. It also doesn't need to be nearly as good of a quality of diamond.
Yeah, exactly. It just has to be the hardness of diamond.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
And Whitestone says, when you start to regulate prices businesses can charge, it snowballs control for the government and puts small businesses out of business.
Remember price controls in the 70s? Nobody remembers that here because they weren't alive in the 70s, but except maybe Grandpa.
Except for maybe Grandpa, yeah.
But yeah, Nixon price controls, they don't work. Definitely do not work. Lived through Nixon's presidency while he tried to control the economy by doing things that economists would it's just terrible.
And Gear Mikeland is here, as always, saying, "Remember me?"
Yes, I do remember. And pretty soon I'm going to go look up my Norwegian genealogy and give you a place name so that we can compare notes. I just keep forgetting. My wife does genealogy every single day. I go to her and I still don't remember. Can you believe that?
Uber Ponage says, I keep on getting to phase 3 and restarting because I'm never happy with my layout. But I've decided to just embrace the spaghetti and spend less time building and see how that goes.
Eventually you have to come to that conclusion, basically. It's terrible to say, but... Come on, give me the lines. There we go. Okay, there I've got my manifold set up. What? I only want 4 on each side. Okay, now I can send my rods through the middle here. Let's go. Logistics, let's go to splitter here and start splitting. There we go. Okay. What? Wrong. Is that off? That's off. Yep, that's off. Oh, dog. Dog it. There we go. That's what I wanted. Go to the next one. And we go to the next one. And
So,
to the next one. Yes. What?
Whitestone gifted me a copy of a game that I tried out yesterday called Enshrouded.
Okay.
He had shown a picture of something he built in Enshrouded that I think it was in our. I think it ended up in the showcase.
Did it? Okay.
But just
No, I don't think so.
really, really cool. Played the game a little bit last night. It was a whole lot of fun. It's a very, at least so far, a lot like Valheim. Very kind of laid back and chill game where you can build a lot of stuff, and it was I was quite enjoying it. Doc, I think it's outside of your normal genre, but it's something you could definitely give a shot someday.
Okay.
So with a shared library, I think you should try it out.
Okay. Well,
You didn't share it to the Discord? Where did I see? Oh, that's right. I saw your thumbnail of the house you built. That's what it was, Whitestone. Okay, and Bacon's heading out.
okay.
And Lexi says Phase 4 is complete and ready to be sent.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Well, did significant work on it while we were there. Okay. I just want to get my modular frame factory going. I'm not quite. I think I'm going to bring in the reinforced iron plate from this side. So I've got a manifold that's going in from both directions. Rods one way and plate the other way. And the plate is going to come out of reinforced iron plate is in this container. And that's the output of that container, output, and I can take it right from here.
Okay, Doc, come take a look on screen here. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
This is a building that he made in the game Enshrouded.
Wow.
And
okay.
the cool things is each one of these struts and the background, these are stuff that he himself placed them individually. So it's, unlike Minecraft where everything is a huge block, he has much finer control over everything. Right? But
Very nice looking.
This is a whole wall panel here, and then he added to this wall panel all the, the extra wood slats and stuff. And then inside, that's the inside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you can actually place chairs and tables and cups and plates and all that stuff?
Yeah. Very
lamps,
detailed.
decorations on the walls, everything he placed?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It's a very detailed building.
No kidding.
In that game, so.
No kidding.
Really, really neat.
That is.
And obviously, Whitestone has spent some time really getting good at the game, too.
Yeah, obviously. So I'm sure he didn't get there in his first hour, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not. I played for an hour, and I have a hut made out of stone.
A hut made out of stone, okay.
He says those are the half timber blocks. The block size is 1 meter by 1 meter.
Okay.
And it had some help designing the inside. Okay, well, we didn't have to say that. They'd have to admit to it.
Okay.
It looks great.
Yeah, no kidding. It really looks great. Okay, so I'm going to bring this just along. Yeah, just along here. And going to bring it to all the way down to this factory. And I will have a frame factory started. Once I power it up, I'll head on over to the server and we'll take a peek at getting phase 4 done and on to phase 5.
Cool. And Joshua White says the other really cool, really super cool thing about Enshrouded is that you can go into the buildings that are already in place in the game and fix them up. Plenty of ruins around.
Okay.
Bit of a mystery about what's going on and what the world's like. And
Okay, this one is going to have an entrance this direction. And 3 up high ought to get it there. Okay.
Whitestone says, like I say, best building mechanics ever. No other game I know of does what Enshrouded does.
Interesting. You can tell I'm a little bit off center.
We did.
But there's air between them, so I'm going to have to put a conveyor in there. Okay. And do this, excuse me, that one to there. Okay, so we've got reinforced iron plates coming on up into there. Okay, so what's not needed to make what's over there is coming to make what's over here. So let me hook up the rest of these and get oh, come on, Mr. Jumping Puzzle. Oh dear. Yeah, that's the way I'll do it. What are you laughing at?
Why you look at the big monitor instead of your own screen?
I don't know.
That's what I was laughing at.
Because I can see the text?
There you go.
All right, just look at my own screen, obviously.
Yeah. Look at your own screen. Sheesh.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. We have 81 people hanging out with us on YouTube. The 29 on Twitch. That's pretty darn good. Glad to have you guys here. We are going to be playing mostly Satisfactory on Thursdays now. We're not going to be doing just one game. Probably jumping back and forth between different games on different days, but we stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at the same time.
Yeah.
Shift
Control.
or control should snap. There, you got it. Nice. That did it nicely.
Yeah. What happened to my quality control people? Thank goodness they're not here.
Man, I'm noticing more and more comments are being filtered out.
Really?
Oh, man. Lorenzo Capra asks, who are you playing with? Lorenzo, my name is Robert. I am Doc's son and his editor. I'm actually not in his world right now. I'm working on my own projects, but I sit here and hang out and read chat and have fun with you guys.
You make sure I keep up with chat, basically. When he's not playing. But he actually went and played in the other world for a while.
Yep. Now get things.
And we're going to go back to that world here just a moment after I get this new manifold fired up. Wired up, you might say.
What did I say?
And
Whitestone says, I still want to get Doc Dyson Sphere program. He will love it. It's factories on a galactic scale.
Okay.
And Levy says, Robert is AI.
Back to that again.
Gerard says, hey Doc, when going into bigger, more complex factories, which items do you recommend always keeping in the dimensional depot to keep building in areas away from your main base?
Concrete, concrete. Concrete and plates are the two biggest ones, because every time you build a foundation, you need concrete and plate. When you're continuing to build other areas, you basically need almost everything, because you're gonna build machines that require a lot of the parts that you're making along the way. Like when I build these assemblers here, I need rotors. I wish I had rotors in the depot. So rotors end up needing there. In other places to build I believe it is to build a refinery, you need motors. So realistically, as you go up the tiers, put as much as you can in the depot, because you'll find it a lot easier to keep building if you do.
Deotter says Robert is Doc's personal AI chatbot. That is not correct, Deotter.
He is my personal chat bot, but not
Wait.
AI. Could you call it a chat bot when you?
Not a bot.
Oh,
Definitely
that's
not a bot.
right. Take away the word bot out of it. Okay, I got it.
I'm getting demoted. And
Well,
Dominic says, "Did I make it before the end this time?"
You did. You did. About a half hour before the end.
Yeah.
But you made it before the end. That's good.
Did I make it before the end this time?
You did. You did. The end.
Yeah.
The end. That's good. All right. Power poles will be the death of. All right. Power to the people.
Yep. And Brandon mentions that you can switch to concrete foundation, so you don't need to use the plates, and so you only need the storage feeding concrete.
Aha. Yes. But that you have to buy in the awesome shop, don't you? You have to buy the recipe for just
I think
concrete.
so. Yeah, you have to unlock it. Yeah, I think that would do it. Generally, at least when we're like building the Gigafactory and stuff, you use so much concrete anyway, the dimensional depot doesn't keep up.
Exactly.
So you either need a mega uploader, hint, or you need to fill your bags with it anyway. So, oh no,
Robot
no, Adrastea.
did not like me disclosing the fact that he just implemented a little stream breaking. You keep after him, Anastasia.
Dominic says, fantastic. The last 2 times I joined, you were just wrapping up. Watch your videos on YouTube, but never managed to catch a proper live stream. Glad to be here.
Glad you came. I'm just trying to build this quick before Adrastea tells me I can't.
And Lorenzo, who asked who was playing with you, he said, I was actually wondering who made the YouTube shorts. They're very well done.
I approve all the shorts. Robert helps me write the scripts. Actually, he does probably about 95% of getting the script together. We decide on the topic first. He gets the script written. And then when I try to perform it, if it's not in my voice, a lot of times I'll modify a word here or there, and Robert will argue about the words that he put in there versus what I want to put in there. And by the time we get done with the argument, I get my words that I want to put in there, and then record it. Isn't that about the way it works, Robert?
Yes.
I don't want no doctor speak in those strips.
Yeah, that's actually what ends up being the biggest contention between us. And well, I'll say 2 things. One, it's I write for conversation and for speech, and Doc is so well versed in writing research papers and reading research papers and stuff like that that he defaults to writing in more a research paper type speech. And so there's always a little bit of a discussion over what is the proper language to be used in a short. And we usually come up with a better way to say it that makes us both happy. The second thing I'll say is I intentionally get things like 2% wrong sometimes. Where it's with another full sentence I could say it clearer, but saying it shorter and not quite as accurately gets more engagement. Because there'll always be somebody that says, well, actually.
Yeah, there was somebody who actually caught, in this last one, caught the fact that, oh, it didn't get connected here. Wow. Okay, so now those can start filling up. Ashley caught the fact that Garrett had used black magic to increase the number of Mercer spheres.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was doing a short on creating dimensional depots, and somebody saw how many Mercer spheres were in my inventory. And he kind of quickly computed that, hey, that's more Mercer spheres than there are in the world. Yeah, we cheated. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, we cheated.
And Adrestea notes that, of course, on member streams, they also provide some feedback.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely valuable.
We have, over the last, basically just in the last month, we've been able to record some of the shorts during the member stream, which is kind of a new thing for us. So if you'd like to come and hang out for the member stream, that's where Doc records a long-form video and sometimes a couple of shorts. And those happen on Friday on Discord. So if you become a member on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch and then join our Discord, link your account, you can join us tomorrow.
Okay, now this one's not firing off. Why are you not firing off? You say you're green. There we go. There we go.
Giotto thinks we should write a script in Morse code.
Well, we did it in Shakespeare mode.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of code? What more code do you want than that? Oh, we have fun sometimes, and that honestly was the was a lot of fun to do. We surprised our members with one done in the cadence and rhyme that Shakespeare would have used. And of course, we had AI help us to do that.
Yeah,
I have to admit.
It definitely took some help. So we have two related questions. First one is Lorenzo asking for advice for new players. He says, I'm just starting to join the community, and so far he's loving it.
Cool. I need one more. That's right. I got stopped making these. So what was... Oh, we got a new member. Lorenzo Capra, new member on YouTube. Thank you for joining. So what was the question?
Advice for new players.
Okay. And I'm just not seeing it. I'd like to read it.
It's like 4 up on YouTube.
Okay.
By Lorenzo.
By Lorenzo, 4 up on YouTube. Okay, that is YouTube. 4 up. I'm not seeing it.
Interesting.
Is it up there by chance?
No,
Okay.
it's gotten pushed off up there.
Oh, it's gotten pushed off already. So are you able to pull it back and read it?
Any advice for new players? I'm just trying to join the community, and so far I'm loving it.
Well, joining the community is really the first step, because joining the community helps you and everybody. I don't want a splitter there. I want a merger. We have places to actually ask for help. I need some rods. Sorry, I'm going to steal your rods. So we have a place where you can post and ask for help on Discord. And there's a lot of good folks on Discord that are willing to help you out. So, advice for new players: join the Discord. It'll help you. And did I do that one right?
Nope.
No, I didn't.
You can watch Doc's tips in any order, but I would generally say if you watch them kind of in order that he made them, you'll find a lot of the beginner tips that early on that are really helpful.
And the reason those are really helpful is simply because I wrote those kind of for me.
Yeah.
Because I was learning the game. So, so the beginning tips are a lot more for beginners than some of the later tips.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so now I need to combine those two outputs into a container, and once I do that, I will take a quick break and come back and go to the main world.
Okay.
Actually, I can probably. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. And a conveyor there. Boom, boom. And we can do a conveyor through here and go slice it. Let's go around. What? Now, why did you not tell me that I didn't have enough girders, beams to do that? Okay, I'm just going to go to the world. I'll leave this here, save the game, and save because I'm running out of time. And I want to go to the server. So, Lorenzo, what we're doing is we're going to a member server here. And the member server is a place where you can actually come and be part of things and actually build on a world with me and the other members and subscribers on Twitch. So, hopefully you'll take us up on that. And we have 2 people already playing. So that's pretty cool. And they're building a lot of cool, neat stuff, and you'll just be awed by the stuff that's there once you enter that world. And that information is on the Discord. Now that you've joined, just attach your YouTube channel to Discord and your YouTube login to Discord, and you'll have instant access to all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's something that Adristea did note. The Discord is available for non-subs or members. Anybody can come join. There's just a few channels that are only visible to members.
Ruh-roh. Yep.
And only members can join us for tomorrow's live stream.
Yep. So, Lorenzo, you can come join us for tomorrow's live stream, which will be in the afternoon time. So
this problem again.
Yeah, this problem again.
Yeah, just exit it and come back in.
I don't see any way to respond to this.
Exit top right.
I would like to if I can find my cursor. There, it finally came. And it usually fails the re-authentication.
Levy says, my Epic does that a lot.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know.
This started only a little bit ago.
Yeah, it's not been a long-term issue. Just tell them I played the way I want.
Well, yeah, that's a response to Joshua, who says, I think it's kind of silly that people complain about using the advanced game settings. For someone like me who already has 100% complete the game with every achievement, it allows you just to experiment.
Exactly. Play it the way you want. And of course, you finally get the re-authentication that doesn't work, and then you have to exit, and then you have to come in it again, but you have to wait till that re-authentication fails, unless you Control-Alt-Delete and end the task. I suppose you could do that a little bit quicker, but... And there's a picture of a 787 on the production line in South Carolina. And that is, by the way, is a moving production line that plane moves automatically to the next station. And if they're not done, they follow the plane to the next station and finish their work. So there's specific timed stations that go through and get worked on. Got it down to a science. And then at each new station, of course, it has the parts that need to go on it in those new stations. So we'll go to server manager here and we'll join the game, and hopefully it won't bomb on me this time. And if
Hopefully not.
hopefully not. Yeah,
Levy says
looks better already.
Levy used to strip and paint airplanes in Roswell, New Mexico, over a decade ago.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, the desert in Arizona is a great place to store planes because they're so
boneyard.
dry. Yeah, and yes, of course, they're famous for the boneyard down there. That has all kinds of planes on it. And I mean, Whitestone, that is where I lived. I lived basically for production lines like that. I played with the data and I made the data available for production lines like that. And it was great to just take a break and go walk the line, because I could go walk the 767 and 747 lines when I worked in Everett. Okay, so we have all of the things there, which means I need to just fly on over to the elevator, go on up to the top floor there, and go press the button, and we can move on to phase 5.
So Felipe asked, got any tips for using coal generators and level 1 pipes? I always mess up the piping.
Messing up the piping is kind of a rite of passage.
And stream just dropped again. There we go.
Tell me when the stream's back.
We're back.
Okay. Yeah, messing up the piping is kind of a rite of passage. Come on, I want to go to the next floor. E. Close, okay.
I've got a joke for you.
Oh,
Knock,
really?
knock. Then you say, who's there?
Who's there?
It's me, Elevator.
Elevator
And then you
who?
ask, Elevator who? No, I elevate you.
Okay. All right, there's the exit. Okay. And we go right through the hub. We go to the space elevator over here, and we've got slug.
Oh, that's great.
They've got a conveyor underneath that they've kind of buried under the floor, so that they've got rotating slugs. Like I say, there's a bunch of cool stuff being built in this world, and if you haven't been here and you're a member, just take the time to go just to look at it. So we're sealing the container here. We've got all the products for phase 4.
And Whitestone is heading out now, so he doesn't get spoilers.
Okay.
So, these are spoilers for phase 5, guys.
Okay.
Shield your eyes.
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation.
Got power
That
problems?
was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend.
Now
so
that's
just
exciting
trust in
stuff.
me and fix it policy, and everything will go as planned.
Don't bother
Answering all your
trying.
questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together after all, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
Okay. Plan ahead, stay alert. Come on. Okay. All right. The last thing, we'll send it on up there. So I'm going to go here and we're going to watch it go. Engineering proficiency, 105 experience points. Okay, folks. It's shooting up there. Now we get to see how much more it builds. Ada's
Phase
going to
4
talk again,
project
huh?
assembly completed. If style was measured in my performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless, saving the day is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone. I am here, and I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I am exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish project assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work.
Okay. Phase 5 awaits. Okay, so, oh boy, what is all this? Okay. Okay. And why am I picking up all these things? Oh, because, okay, so she's already, so which one do I choose?
Blueprints or peak efficiency.
It must be matter conversion, because those are the
What?
3 things she gave me.
Oh, okay.
So we can go ahead and just unlock these 3. All right. Hitting the button.
Very cool.
Ada's talking again.
Milestone
Can't
reached.
stop
The
her.
converter uses strange alien
In
matter,
matter.
abbreviated to SAM, to break down and transform materials at their most fundamental levels. I am sure even you can appreciate the power to manipulate atomic bonds. Most importantly, you are now able to locally create fixite, a highly adaptable synthetic metal, ideal for any kind of construction. It is everything we need to save the day, and perhaps its admirable qualities can inspire you.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and interact with the hub here, and we've done matter conversion. Which ones do we get next? The blueprints or peak
Peak
efficiency?
efficiency.
That's where we get the conveyor Mark 6.
Yep.
And all right, we'll select that milestone. And it's been great having all of you here, especially all of you who stuck around when we had the system going down. During the stream, we've had over 50 new subscribers to the YouTube channel, which means we only have 950 more before our 100,000 celebration. That's just way cool. I can't hardly wait. So look forward to seeing you all again on Monday, if not before then, for the celebration. I don't think we're going to get 950 before Monday, so we'll update everybody on Monday, and we'll kind of have a closer look at when our celebration day will come. Now, if that celebration day comes on Wednesday when we don't normally stream, look forward to us coming on Wednesday. So watch the subscribers as they go up, just to make sure that you're clued into when we might go live. Turn on your notifications so that you can hear us. And hopefully we'll have a celebration next week, and we'll enjoy the time together. So until then,
Well,
what?
I'm setting up a raid.
Oh,
to send
good.
us over to.
You remembered.
Well, that's because of people in chat who reminded me. So I'm just
Okay.
picking somebody who has a couple of viewers.
Okay.
Looks like we're gonna do a small channel this time.
Okay. Very
Okay.
good.
So we're sending you over to Kiba Wolf.
All right.
Okay.
Kilo Wolf. Okay. Very good.
So
We'll see you all later, and I appreciate y'all coming. We'll see you on Monday, if not before. Talk to you then.
Oh, hold on. And
Yep, I'm waiting for you to raid.
It says we're unable to at this time. I wonder if that's because they didn't allow it.
Because their channel didn't allow it? Okay.
I don't know. They hit the right categories, so. See, we've always had these sorts of little bits of issues when trying to raid, so let's see if we can grab somebody else.
Why don't you put it on the screen and show the technical part of what's happening?
No, it's just dropping every time I try to do it for anybody. So
Okay.
I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.